Hi everybody, welcome to a live stream. I thought I'd go live tonight and just do a bit of listing. I'm just going to wait for some people to come in. So yeah, drop a comment in the live chat at the side. We've got some people coming in now. Ali's come in. Hi Ali. Leanne. Andrew's in. Jason, hiya. Chris B, hiya. Yeah, so as I said, this is basically just going to be me listing, and I thought maybe do a bit of chatting at the same time. If anybody wants to drop in, I'll put let me put a link to the live chat if I can figure out how to do it. Let me have a look. There you go. Just click. Yeah, so there's a link to the stream if you want to pop in. Hiya John, hiya Laura. Hopefully the audio and the sound is all okay. Hiya Kath. Hiya Jimmy. Yeah, so maybe not a very exciting stream because it's just going to be me and hopefully a few guests chatting and trying to get some stuff listed at the same time. Oh, that sounds great. Brilliant. Thanks, Ali. Yeah, I've got these two webcams. One does a chipmunk type sound, but that's got a really good camera on, or a lot better camera than the other one. So I've got the microphone working from one camera and the visual from a different camera. Okay, I'll just share my screen. There you go. Yeah. So these are the sort of things I'm listing tonight. So I've got all my photos taken, as you can see here. So I'll just run through so you have an idea of what I'm actually listing. I've got all this sort of stuff. You probably saw it in one of my haul videos. Oh, we've got a guest in. Andrew.
Hello.
There you go. Hi, Andrew.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Not bad. Yourself?
Yes, not too bad. I'm just listing away like yourself. Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a bit of listing tonight, and thought I might as well just go live at the same time, really, and see how that goes. But I'll see how much I actually get listed, because I've tried this before and I didn't actually get a lot listed. But
I've got all my photos uploaded on the cloud. I've got my stuff next to me. I'm ready to go for this.
Yeah, this is what I was just saying. I've got all these photos here ready to go. Done quite a lot today already. I've listed about 20 things.
It is.
But I really need to get quite a lot on there because my backlog's getting bigger by the minute.
Mine's only going down, not sourcing, so I'm listing from the backlog and it's decreasing.
Yeah, well, I'm sourcing whilst I still can. I don't know how long that's going to last. Although I was listening to the government thing today, and it sounds like we're not actually going to go down into lockdown. It sounds like she's going to carry on with the tier system, so hopefully the boot sales will stay open. But I just don't know at the moment. So.
You wait until tomorrow. National lockdown gets announced across Scotland.
Yeah.
She's watching now. She's like, no, Derek said.
Yeah. Yeah. She's probably watching the stream and thinks, no, he's got too much tat. We lock him down.
Too right.
So, yeah. So, well, what I've been doing in the last couple of days is working out where to put all my stock as I bring it in from the boot sales. So I've been putting it in my hallway, which is a nightmare because it obviously is in the way, and I'm sort of living amongst the tat a bit then.
And to fall over it a bit.
Yeah, so I've moved it into a room, and that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. But I found I haven't actually been listing much from it because it's sort of out of sight, out of mind type thing. So today I basically left it in the hallway for today. And that forced me to do loads today because it was in the way.
Yeah.
And anything I didn't get done, I then put in the storage in the room. So I think I'm going to do that from now on. Basically put stuff in the hallway as I'm working on it, at least for that day. And then it'll give me a goal then to clear it by the end of the day.
So how many items have you listed so far since we've been live? I've just done my first one.
Since we're live, none.
Oh, one ahead.
I've been talking too much there. And talking of which, we probably should see if there's anybody else popped in. Let me have a look. Oh, Tracy's in. Hi, Tracy. I was watching you and Tommy this morning. It was a very long stream. I think it was like 8 hours or something. I mean, I just caught the last end of it when Zahir came on. Aid's in. Heavy Metal Vegans in. Hiya. I think that's it. I think that's all. Everybody. So what sort of things are you listing, Andrew?
I have got some media, and I've also got a digital radio that I photographed and a camera case.
All right. Okay.
Stuff that was in a box that I pulled out of the HQ.
Right. Hang on, let me. There you go. That's a bit better.
Bloody hell, hang on. I have to do my hair now. Not prepared for this. Who have we got in the chat? Hi Laura, hi Tracy, hi Smith, hi Heavy Metal Vegan, Aid, Ali, Leanne, Kath, Jimmy, John, Crispy.
Right, I'm going to try and get something listed at least. Yeah, this is probably not going to be the most talkative stream. Otherwise, I just won't get anything done. Let me move that.
2 people looking at 2 computers.
Right. So, do you have 2 monitors now?
I do indeed. So I'm looking at one and listing on one, and I've got you on one. I've got eBay on one.
Right.
This is the second time we go into the HQ at some point.
Right. So I've got 3 monitors. I generally have YouTube on one, eBay that I'm listing on one, and then like researching on another. And it works out quite well like that.
I haven't got room for 2 monitors here, but I would do in the HQ.
Right, yeah. So I'll post a link to this in the group actually, because that might bring some people in if they don't know. Live. That worked.
Night's Life has popped in. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard. Feel free to drop in. Shall I post the link again? For anybody who wants to jump in. We have somebody. Oh, I recognise that place. It's the Tap Cave.
Jug-free zone. Jug-free zone. I wonder what kind of jugs that's a reference to.
Oh, you've noticed me finally. I've been sat down there for ages.
You've been there for ages, huh?
No, not that long. A few minutes. Right. Guess what it is?
It's a box.
Well, yeah.
It's
I won.
a car part.
Skateboard.
No. That's a big skateboard.
Oh, it's a vintage turntable thing. Well, it looks way too light for that.
No.
Keyboard.
Yep. It's a vintage Yamaha keyboard.
Hey, Richard.
You all right?
Hello, mate. So yeah, I'm gonna go and black wrap this, but I'll be in and out.
You all right?
Hey, Richard, how are you?
Let's just
How are you, Richard? You okay, Richard?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Good. You all right, Andrew?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate, thank you. Busy as usual, running about like a nutcase. Been up to Pinewood again today.
Right.
I followed the lorry out and it had a massive prop on it, and I think it's Jurassic Park, but I'm just uploading a video now of it. So,
Oh,
John Luke, how you doing? How's everybody? So, what you listed?
I'm listing basically electricals,
Oh,
random tat.
yeah. See, I thought I was only coming up for a day, but obviously I'm up till tomorrow now. So, I bought no stuff up with me to list.
Haven't got.
I might have something in the car, but I'm not walking all the way down the hill again.
Do you ever have like photos sort of stored?
I've got some stuff on my phone that I can probably list. I'm just up. I do everything on my phone, so I'm uploading a video on it at the minute. And
Right.
I probably have got a few bits and pieces I can list on there.
Yeah, because what I do, I basically take loads of photos and then I put them in the storage as if they're listed.
Yeah,
I write down, you can see here,
yeah,
basically all the locations in my storage where it is, and then I just list it from that.
Oh, cool.
It's list from the photos. So I've always got a load of photos to work from.
Yeah. Have you noticed your sales picking up this week?
Definitely doing quite well at the moment. It died off towards the end of last week, though. I did pretty rubbish on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Been really good since then, though.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've had a few this week, but I literally, because I've been running up and down to my brother's, I haven't had time to list as much as I should or to sort things out. So, like I say, we've been up to Pinewood today and picked up a few more props and yeah, so we've got a few more bits and yeah, some interesting goings on at Pinewood at the minute. So
yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So yeah.
Tracy's
not
asking,
too bad. Not too bad. Guess what? I've just packaged this blooming keyboard. I haven't finished wrapping it yet. Power supply.
Oh no.
So what do I just like stick it to the top like that? That's stupid.
you could stick it to the end, just extend the box a little bit, so it's a bit longer.
But then I worry that they'll just rip the packaging off and lose that bit, you know?
Can you not cut a little flap in the end or something or in the side and just poke it in?
There's not a great deal of room in there. It's just it's got about 4 layers of cardboard around it and then bubble wrap. There's not really much.
Can you not put it on the end, but then wrap some more cardboard so it's basically a long
on the end.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. It's just bloody annoying.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
John Luke. John
You
Luke saying I stole a dinosaur.
you don't
I
see
didn't
this
steal
kind of
it.
mistake happening on the Money Mental channel. Mostly because I don't ship keyboards.
They used to sell really well, but I've got about 3 of them on sale, I think, or maybe 2 on sale, one in the death pile. And yeah, haven't sold for ages.
This one sat for 3 or 4 months, but it suddenly went for full asking price of 90. But I've been sending off as low as 60. Hello, Aid.
Hey, Raid. You look tired.
Hello, Aid.
Good. Told you that I haven't shaved. Oh, like a right mess. How are we?
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
It's the reseller look. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Got no time to shave.
This is lockdown life now.
Tracy's asking if I'm in lockdown, which I'm not. I'm not in lockdown at the moment. Scotland, it's got like a tier system, so my local area is in tier 2, I think, but they're talking about going into tier 3. But tomorrow they're gonna change all the tier system tomorrow, so I'll find out whether lockdown's going to happen tomorrow, basically. But I don't think it is. From their announcement today, they sounded quite pleased the way things are going. So I might get to another boot sale if that's the case.
I bet you're happy, Andrew, aren't you? You're out of lockdown now.
Oh, delighted. I can now travel to the rest of Wales.
So you've come out of lockdown as we all go back in.
Right.
It's nonsense.
Incredible.
I'm not allowed to travel to England or leave the country. I'm not allowed to leave the country, basically. Actually, it says I'm not allowed to travel to England. I probably could go to Scotland, but there's a problem because there's a big country away.
You'd have to get a boat.
This is just specifically for you, though, isn't it, Andrew? It's like it's not for the rest of the Wales, just for you. Special lockdown for you.
Definitely not special lockdown for me. I am.
It was said hi to John Luke and my allotment diary. Tommy's in as well.
Right, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, once that's wrapped, you won't even know.
Extension on the end of my already frank.
So what was it, Nick? Because I think I went.
It was, and it still is, hopefully, a keyboard. But I packaged it all up and then realised the power supply was sat on the side.
At least you realised before you sent it.
Yeah.
So what about the parcel force? You're sending that?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, they're quite good, actually, Parcel Force. I rate them.
Yeah, that's who I send most of my like oversized sort of stuff with.
Yeah, or UPS are good.
Yeah, I like
UPS.
How many have you listed now, Derek?
I'm going to go incredibly quiet and just get on and list something. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad stream. I've got a pasta maker to list, which I'm hoping will be good.
Oh, I bought a pasta maker for £5 from my charity shop, and it went for 90 quid.
Really?
Yeah.
What was special about that one?
Don't know. It had three different heads that went on it, so you could make every single sort of pasta. I don't know what was special about it. It was an Italian one, but yeah, I paid a £5, went for 90.
That's good. I've looked at completeds for this one I've got, and it's about sort of 30, which is the usual amount that I usually get for them.
Mm.
Must be a special one you had or something.
Yeah, it was one I had was solid stainless, but it was a massive box and it was really heavy. But it just had all the attachments. It had little bits for making shapes in the pasta and all that. It was really. I've never seen one. But so I didn't think for a minute, and I checked comps and it was up there. So I put it up for $89.95 and it went.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I was chuffed to bits.
Yeah, especially for a £5 pickup.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was brilliant. That was when the charity shops were okay before they put all their prices up and started selling all new stuff.
Yeah. Well, it'll be that pasta maker's probably about 50 quid now in the charity shop, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame they have to do things like that. I rarely go to charity shops now, to be honest with you.
That's because the last time you went charity shopping with me, you ended up buying a load of fake stuff.
Fake stuff? Oh, the bag. It's sold though, didn't it? It's sold. Actually, you know, the one we went to in Cannock that you were complaining because it was all pretty rubbish. I actually sold one of the items the other day that I got from there when we were there. A pair of trainers. It took about a year to sell.
So are we all listing, or is Nick packaging?
No. Nick's packaging. I'm editing a video at the minute.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to mute myself because this will be noisy.
4 listings done.
Oh, what are you listing, Andrew?
Pardon?
What are you listing?
Listings for media at the minute. I've already done the photos, so I'm just.
Damn.
I've got a load of PS2 games to go through and try and get listed. But I'm going to do them as bundles because the last lockdown I listed a load of media, and I've still got a load of it, and I just don't like sending stuff out for like £3 and stuff like that. You know, so I think I'm just going to do bundles this time.
I just put a load of DVDs as a collection. I think about 450 of them.
All right.
Somebody offered me 50 quid, so I just took it. It was collection only, so I hadn't got to post it either. So they were all kind of run-of-the-mill stuff. So
on eBay.
On eBay, that was yeah. Come and got them this morning, so that was nice to get that out of the way. Took a few. Took the odd box set out. There's a couple of box sets in there that I sort of thought I'd just try on. One of them was Sean Connery 007.
All right, okay.
I only listed. I might have mentioned it in the last shot. I don't know, but I only listed it probably maybe a couple of weeks ago, if that week or so ago, and obviously he passed away the other day. And on the day he passed away, within about 10 minutes, it sold.
Yeah, I had a similar thing happen. I can't remember who it was who passed away. It was somebody, and I had a DVD that had sat for ages. And the day they died, it sold.
Yeah,
but it was still quite cheap. Everybody else started to put their prices up, and
oh, right, okay. Oh, I see.
They got a bargain off me, I think.
Really? Well, to be fair, I think I overpriced it, but it was just
There's always aim highly. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Bill.
Hey, Bill. How's it going?
How's it all going, guys?
You all right?
Yeah, not bad. Not
too bad.
Oh, cool.
Just
How's things?
Oh, knackered. I've just been photoing in the light box, probably 150 odd PC games. Oh,
good.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's what Andrew's doing. Media at the moment.
Yeah.
And I've still got about 50 odd to go, and I can't be arsed now. I've had enough.
Are they sort of good PC games, or are they just like random?
Yeah, I think so. There's like Doom 3 and some classics in there. So I don't know what they're worth. I haven't done any research on them, but I get them so cheap. I mean, we got all of these for free, so
you can't go wrong there, can you?
No, free cycle, wicked.
Yeah. I joined a Free Cycle Facebook group. So I used to use Free Cycle years ago, and it was based on like a Yahoo email. And I haven't used that for years, but I thought I'd try and join a Free Cycle group on Facebook. So I just got approved the other day. I haven't looked at it yet though. So.
They've all the free cycle routes all over the country at the minute are closed down to the lockdown, so you won't get anything from them at the minute. But no, they are good. You have to be bloody quick on the reply.
He's in Scotland. He's not locked down.
Yeah, I'm not locked down, so I might be okay.
Oh yeah, so go on Free Cycle. I think it's freecycle.org. I think.
Right. Okay. Let me have a look at that.
I think my brother's just accidentally got himself locked down in Scotland. I think he went there it would have been last week. Was it last weekend we went into lockdown? Last weekend? I'm getting mixed up.
Yeah,
was it last weekend? Yeah, and he literally just got up there, and then obviously Boris then coming.
Oh, it's good that the trials are going through, isn't it? The 42,000 people have been trialled, and it's 90% effective. The drug.
Yeah.
Wicked news.
The first step to hopefully things improve.
Well, let's just let's all fingers crossed that it all goes through, because we could get our jumblers back in order. I know old Nick in the corner likes a jumbler.
What's that?
You like a jumbler, didn't you, Nick?
A jumbler. I like a jumble sale, if that's what you're about.
Yeah, we call them jumblers, because you have to jumble in really bloody quick.
Okay.
You don't see many up here. I always miss them, and there's not that many that go on. So
no, Derek. The key to it is search frivolously on Facebook and throughout Google throughout the year, and then book them in your calendar, and then tells you a few days before they're going to happen, and then you get reminded. Then
yeah, that might be the way. I'm really bad at searching Facebook though. I mean, I keep on meaning, every time I go out to the parcel shop, I keep on meaning to have a look on Facebook Marketplace, see if there's anything worthwhile going to get when I'm out and about driving around. I always forget. And then when I'm actually driving there, I remember, and I think, oh, it's too late.
I just keep missing them. There was one near me in Chichester a little while back, and Global Thrifters, Jack and Emily went. I didn't even see it come up. I missed it completely.
Oh, I love them. We get such. There was one. I can't think where it was. I don't know if you've been to that one, Nick. It's in Harleston.
Harleston?
Yeah, near Cambridge.
No, honestly,
it was the busiest one I've ever been at. It was so bad, we all nearly fainted. It was so hot in there, and you was like this, trying to get the stuff.
Yeah, we've been to some in North London that are just one we queued up for a couple of hours, and we were still about 100th in the queue. We were there way early. And it was just absolute chaos, and I missed out on a whole crate of PS1 games and stuff. I missed it by seconds. It's annoying that they're the things we remember, right? They're the things that stick with you.
Yeah, I get it all the time. I get in there. I like if there's a window and you're standing in the queue, you can sort of peer in.
I thought you were going to say you climb in the window.
Yeah,
I can imagine you doing that.
Yeah, and then you can sort of, like me and Lucy, we kind of plan out what we're going to hit quick.
Yeah, so at a jumble sale, what do you hit first? Toys?
The toys and the games is the best one to go for. Okay. And then what I do, I get them. I don't look at them. I stack them as quick as possible.
Yeah,
stack.
Well, at 50p, who cares if they're complete? You just.
I think this Harston one everything was 30p. It's madness.
Yeah.
But so I just stacked it up, and me and Lucy, we had a full corner load of the really cold stacked to the roof. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, you can't hang about. I mean, they are full of resellers. I remember at one jumble sale, we were kind of spoken down to because it was obvious we were resellers once. And I felt like saying to you, do you realise everybody in that queue, or 90% are resellers? It's like, don't ever go at me.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
But that's stupid though, because if they want to sell something, they sell it for the price they want to sell it for. What does it matter who buys it? It's
It doesn't
ridiculous.
matter if you
Yeah.
buy it or. And one bloke knew I was a reseller because I told him, and he said, "I'm so glad you waited till the end because everything's now 10p, and you're buying loads of all different bits, you know."
Yeah. No, we were called out. This bloke had a right pop at us, and he raised his voice in front of everybody. And he was like, he said we were ripping off a charity. I'm like, I'm paying what you're asking for the stuff. I
crazy.
so hard not to tell him what I thought, really. But we were surrounded by, you know, kids.
You needed me there with Bill's beef. That's what you needed.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy though. It's just crazy. You know, if they're asking a price for something, who do they care? Why do they care who they sell it to?
Cold bargains,
Or what that person wants to do with it. It's
of no business to that. If they get the money they want, they that's end off.
Exactly.
The mentality of some people is they think that that resellers are bad, but Amazon's a reseller.
Every retailer, it's a really odd thing. Yeah. But somebody was having a go at one of our videos where we said we picked up a load of free stuff from a stall and saying that's really scummy picking up free stuff. I'm like, what better you? Because I think they said they would want it to go to somebody who's going to use it. I said we're earning a living by recycling their stuff. Surely that's the best use of that.
And you're supplying it to someone that wants it.
Yeah, it's just a really odd
middleman. Oh, you know, I was coming into my brother's flat when he first moved in a few months ago. I walked past the flat, a couple up, and there was a little 14-inch Philips CRT TV sat there with a little bit of paper stuck to it. It said, I'm working and I'm free. Please take me. That thing was in my car within about 2 minutes. I don't care.
Yeah.
I go diving recycling bins for my cardboard, so I don't care what.
Yeah, exactly.
I do that as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's just ridiculous how people think about things.
It's the mentality that they get offended because we're making money out of it. But it's like, I don't know why that makes people see red. It's just, you know.
Well, no. I'll just explain to people, would you rather this item go into landfill and pollute our sort of earth, or would you like me to make use of it, even if it's broken, and make use of the actual item? I think it's stupid.
And not being funny, a lot of these people are probably people that go to charity shops and buy second-hand stuff anyway. So it just doesn't make sense how they think.
Well, more for them, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. I say the old sourcing's going a bit thing. I'm glad I do the film props as well because I've been up to Stevenage today to pick up.
Oh, you should have said I'd have had a coffee with you.
I forgot you're up that way, ain't you? Yeah. So I went to Stevenage.
Stevenage is in between me and Nick.
Oh well, I picked up some guns from Halo, from the new series Halo, Steven Spielberg, and on the way back popped into Pinewood and saw a massive prop on the back of a lorry, which I'm sure is Jurassic Park. So I've videoed that. That video's going to be up tomorrow morning. So it's it's an amazing thing. I was chasing it down the motorway trying to get some good footage of it. So yeah, so that's good. Picked up some James Bond bits from Pinewood.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Yeah. Some magnetic mines from Bond. So yeah, that was cool. Top mines. Oh, I love it.
Coffees and a sip with my books.
You can't be going for coffee. You got a lockdown to observe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, all the motorways, all the signs are saying essential travel only. You know, I was travelling for work, so
it's work. We are working from home, but we have to work remotely, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I obviously resell, but I obviously doing the film props as well. So
It's no different than a plumber.
Well, the thing is, the film studios are still open. I mean, I chase this thing down the motorway. There's only three things being filmed at Pinewood at the minute. You've got Star Wars. I don't know whether it's a series, a Mandalorian, or a new film. You've got the live version of The Little Mermaid, and you've got Jurassic Park. So,
yeah, but they're not going to come out till 2022, I reckon.
Well, the new Jurassic Park's out in 2021. I looked on IMDb today.
Look at James Bond. That hasn't come out, has it? You know.
Did you see that thing about that? There's a black lady taking over from James Bond after this. Is that real?
No,
I don't know. Rod shared it with me, and he's convinced it's real.
No.
I'm
got nothing against it. No, I'm not saying that. I just think Ian Fleming. Well, what did Ian Fleming?
Yeah, but look, they done it with Doctor Who. They a female Doctor Who.
Yeah,
I don't watch Doctor Who, but people like Doctor Who. But the things not being funny or sexist or anything, but the things that James Bond gets up to, could a woman play the part?
I don't know. She'd be called a slag, wouldn't she?
I don't know about that, Bill. She'd kill you. Well, no, because it was supposed to be Idris Elba, wasn't it? His name kept popping up, and Tom Hardy.
If you're James Bond and you do what James Bond does, as he does, that's cool. But if it's a woman, you're a slag.
Yeah, but not being funny. If you're jumping on cranes or you're
conversation,
and
again, what's happened?
You woke up.
What's happened? I'm counting. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Everybody was in full flow. Then it just suddenly went quiet. What happened?
Yeah,
I
thought Andrew
I thought Andrew said something really clever there, so everybody went quiet. So.
I thought it'd be a good idea to start counting the bids from Risk.
I knew it was Risk. I saw a glimpse of the board before.
Not a good idea.
Is that the one that has those really weird coloured shapes rather than cavalry and stuff? Or has it actually got cavalry? Yeah. I really don't like that one.
Oh no, bloody nightmare. I suddenly where did I pick that up from? I don't know where I got it from there.
Do you count all the individual bits with that one? I wouldn't bother. As long as you've got even numbers in those coloured boxes, you'd be fine. It's very rare and risky. Use all the bits anyway.
Yeah. I was going to.
What was that, Ed?
I said I was going to because I was going to see if they've all got the same amount, but I don't know. I don't know what the amount is supposed to be because it doesn't say in the instruction book what the amount's supposed to be.
I don't think it does anyway. That's the point. Yeah, as long as it looks like they've all got similar amount, you'll be fine.
To be fair, it looks like it's. I mean, the box has got it. Not the best, but the contents look quite good. To be fair.
Do you know what I was thinking about this? Testing, whole thing about testing things. Yeah. Now,
you convinced me.
I don't test any media, no media at all. I don't even look at the disc or anything. Yeah. Now
you don't check the discs.
No.
Seriously? So you ship something out if it was mashed to bits?
No. I open it up and I look, but I don't purposely open each one to see if they're all scratched to hell.
Right?
There's no way I could do that.
I list it.
My OCD would go mad if I didn't check every disc.
I list it and then I check it before it goes out.
Yeah, but if you sold it and then you
sell it, then you've got all the hassle of it, haven't you?
And it's scratched to bits. What are you going to do then? That's a really odd way of
the customer. The thing is, you keep checking stuff that you're not even going to sell. There's no point, is there?
But you don't know if you're going to sell it.
If you list it, you check it before you list it.
Exactly.
If it's rubbish, you don't list it.
You don't get my point. Is the time that you take to, if you say got 150, I've got 150 media, to list. I'm not going to check 150 media. No way. That's going to take hours.
I'd have to. I couldn't not. It'd drive me mad.
No,
This is how long it takes to check a CD, right?
Build the dodgy geezer.
Done. It's about a second.
Giving us all a bad name.
So about 5 minutes, they're all checked.
good for you. But I just think of the logic. 5 seconds over 100. You know, I just think like that. I just think like a boss.
You got to think
But
about
the other thing is, I mean,
logic.
I wouldn't buy it without checking it unless it was pennies or it's being given away because I'm selective. I mean, I don't know.
I check them even in charity shops. I check charity shops. I check even free pickups. If I've got crates of them that I picked up for free, or they've cost me. I picked up 350 CDs the other week, and I'll check through every single one of them.
No, I don't bother. It's like car manufacturers, yeah. Like Ford is great at this. They sell a car, they get the user to tell them what the problems are. True fact.
You're setting yourself up for problems. You really are. If you're sending out,
I wouldn't do that, Bill.
Derek, you might want to put a disclaimer out on your channel. You don't endorse.
Opinions of Bill only and no one else.
Oh, look, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion and my opinions only. I'm crazy. You have to get used to me.
we are used to you, Bill.
Is that what you tell your customers?
What?
I said, is that what you tell your customers? You're crazy.
No, I'm sorry.
I still can't get my head around this bit.
There's no point in arguing this. They just refund them. It's just.
What I can't get my head around is when you're listing it, when you list media, you've got all of those categories. So like, new, very good, acceptable, whatever. You have to look at the disc to be able to judge it.
No, I just put good. I don't bother with that. I just put good, and then I just hope for the best.
Bill,
You're just going to end up with
have you got any negatives, Bill?
I got a few, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
I haven't
Can I
got
give you an
any.
insight? Can I give you a little insight?
No. The negatives are for people that have been, that it's a one-sided thing where they think they're in the right and I know I'm in the right sort of thing, and they negative me anyway. So I just don't. At the end of the day, eBay steps in. I don't care, A couple of negatives, it's no bother to me. I'm still making sales. It don't bother me. A few negatives.
Bill, you could have Lucy checking the CDs while you list them.
Oh yeah, you tell her that.
She can check them. You can list it. She can check it. You can list it.
The problem
I can't get my head around that. I really can't. It takes 3 minutes to list a CD, and it takes about 3 seconds to look at a disc. It's not even 10% or 1% of your time. I just can't get it in my head.
Get the disc out, and actually, right. So I get this disc out. I look at it, and I look at it into the light, I've got to look at it properly, That's more than 3 seconds.
No, you don't have to do that. You just
flash it. Just flash it, Bill. Just flash it.
You look at it. Is it scratched to bits? No.
You don't have to flash it.
If you're buying it in like a bundle or whatever, surely you have to look at it in a little bit of a way to see if it's the correct disc inside the box.
No.
You've got to open it up. Check it's the right thing.
I picture that, I open it up. I picture that, unless it's got a code on it, and then I'll picture that. Bang! It's so quick. It's in the light box. I'm so rapid on the pictures.
But the thing is, while you've got that box open, while you've got the cover open, you might as well check the disc.
Yeah, but you see how quick you want to see how quick I list. I'd blitz all of you.
It's not about being quick. It's about your metrics. You get too many returns, you'll end up having to pay higher final value fees because your returns rate and your INAD rate will go too high.
I totally respect that. That's your way of doing it.
I don't accept the return. I just refund them.
Yeah, but even if you do, the fact that they've raised the case counts against you in your service metrics, so you end up paying.
No, because most people just say, right, most people are very happy with the way I do it, I'm not saying that I'm a bodger in any shape or form. It's coming out like that. It's making me feel like I'm a bodger.
You are.
He's backtracking now.
Oh
At the
no,
end
no,
of
no, I don't backtrack. No,
Bill,
I
mate,
just,
you're
I'm
going to
just
do it how
all
you
I'm
want
just
to do
doing
it.
is just genuine as a reseller. You've got tons of stuff to list, yeah, tons.
Yeah.
You've got little time to muck about, yeah.
But
It's not
here's,
much about
here's the thing.
service.
I think you're going to do it how you want to do it, and that's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
but
no. I'm just.
Listen. 3 seconds of going, yep, okay, and then you can describe it accurately. The customer knows exactly what they're getting, and it will cut out that 1-2% of negatives you might be getting, and that's huge on eBay. I just think for 3 seconds work,
It's just preparation.
I think Bill, I think if anything, if you're not gonna do it, the fact that I think as well you said I'd put them through is good. I would put them as just acceptable. You've got to surely go with the lowest. You don't want to.
Oh, yeah, no.
I mean, a good example is Xbox game.
If this one looked all scratched and crappy, you know, like it had a rip and it looked all crappy, I'm going to make my effort to look at if the disc is okay. Yeah, no, I'm not like that. But if it looks all brand new, inside looks really good, the disc is probably going to be good as well.
Well,
No, totally not. With Xbox games, for example, Xbox 360, really good example. I used to run a gaming shop. You get one in that's got those burn rings on it. The whole thing can look mint, but it's got a burn ring. It will not play. You ship that out, and that's it. It might be a 20 quid game, and that's a 20 quid refund.
But Nick, I never sell a 20 quid game. These are like £5 including postage. It's not even worth.
But for the sake of looking at it and going, oh, it's got a burn ring on it, chuck it.
For the sake of £1 profit, why am I looking at things?
To save yourself selling it.
I probably, to be fair, Bill, I probably wouldn't do them in the first place. Then I wouldn't. If they're not really going to make much
Yeah,
money.
but media doesn't make huge profits. No media makes good profits.
So I probably wouldn't even bother with it in the first place.
I'd argue with that one as well.
I sell CDs, I sell DVDs. I don't sell a lot of computer games, but when I pick them up, I obviously go through them, and probably what I'm paying, I make back on 2 of the CDs or 2 of the DVDs. The rest is pure profit. So I sort of go through and obviously.
What I'm saying is the profit margin in the whole bundle. I get the bundle for next to nothing, yeah. Right. But the resale value in the profit margin in each item is very low. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's very low.
Yeah.
Why would I spend all my time on that very low profit margin item?
Because you get too many iron
Just making sure it's right before it goes out.
Profit margin. I'm paying higher value fees. You're playing a very dangerous game there.
I've been into charity shops.
I'm not seeing on eBay. It says higher value fees for return rate.
Yeah, if you get your return rate too high, you will drop below average. You will lose top rated seller and you'll drop below average.
If you lose your top rated seller,
But that doesn't add to your fees.
Yes, it does. You get paid extra. You have to pay extra value.
Andrew, if you look at the eBay page, it doesn't say anything about that.
You need to look into this a bit, Bill. I think.
I did. I looked into it just recently, and on the eBay fees page, you look at the eBay fees page. It doesn't say anything.
eBay fees page, Bill. That's why.
I did. I looked at it the other day. eBay fees, yeah.
But it's not on the eBay fees page though. That's just the standard fees if you actually haven't got poor metrics.
I was going to say, I have to say, it's probably one of the things that gives me more anxiety than anything gives me feedback. I've only ever had one neutral, and that was enough to sort of.
No. It used to. It used to drive me crazy. You know, we're very good on. I'm not backtracking. General 99% of the time. I'm just saying this is on media. Yeah, just media only. Yeah, nothing else. Everything gets a clean up. Everything gets a test. Everything, everything goes through the works. Yeah, on profitable items. Yeah, very. That's what I'm saying. But media has got such low profits. It's okay. It's not going to make me a fortune, but turns the profit round. You know, it's one of those things. It keeps everything running.
But I see, when I buy my media, I buy crates, like fruit crates of it. I picked up once for 20 quid. I picked up something like 6 crates of DVDs and 2 crates of music CDs. Now I go through those, and although some of them are only a couple of quid, they're not really worth it. Bundle them up, get rid of them. Some of them, I've got a pile now where, like, loads of them, I've been through them, I've checked them, and they've got scratches. So eventually I will get a JFJ Pro. Would you not ever like stack a pile up with scratch stuff and consider getting a JFJ Pro to get the scratch off, to get them all up to Nic Andrea, sell them and get the money? Would you not invest? Would you not invest in something like a scratch remover?
If it was something I was going to do, you know, more, like if I was going in it like Nick, you know,
Yeah.
because Nick's
I'm just going to
big bad. You know, if I was going up here, I'd definitely recommend going in for one of those machines. No, without a doubt. And it would add to my professionalism on the saying that I've restored the disc. You know, you could probably bump up your money, you know, saying that you've done that. But all I'm just saying is generally what I do.
So Bill, I've just dropped a link in the chat to the service metrics. Tells you get charged up to 4% more on final value fees if your rate is too high for item not described in a particular category. That's what you want to watch out, because you saving that time could be costing you an extra 4% in fees.
Yeah,
Disc repair is only worth doing if you're selling it like a game worth a tenner or something. It's not worth your time generally. Otherwise, bog standard stuff, unless I'm being given it, I wouldn't even pick it up if it was scratched. If it's bog standard, it's not worth my time.
Yeah.
No. I'm genuinely just saying.
And it's not worth my account to sell it scratched.
No, that's right. No, that's right. Sometimes I just bundle everything in a bundle like that. I take a picture and it's as it is, you know.
Yeah, but if you do that, just bundle it up and just put unchecked.
So
that's what I do, you know.
As a bit of an insight, I'm a collector. I've recently got back into collecting. It's costing me a fortune. I built up a collection. I bought nearly every Depeche Mode CD single, for example, recently. If you're selling to collectors, you're going to get some real bad feedback. If I get sold a CD and they haven't declared scratches on it, that's going straight back to them and they're getting negative. And a lot of collectors are like that. I just worry for your feedback. That's all. It sets me right off that you're not looking at discs. It's like, wow. Can't handle it.
No, I got to a point, right? It all come down to my anxiety and depression, yeah, and I had to stop it because it was getting to the point where I was going crazy. No, and I've been serious on this one. I was going absolutely mental with checking things and doing things. So I had to do something to not limit my OCD, but you know, just stop it. That's all I'm saying is.
It's almost like you've gone too far the other way now and not checking at all. Just a quick glance to say, oh yeah, that's in a mess. Sod that one. That's not worth risking my account selling it. You know, just that. Just look at it. Look at the surface. Yep, that's fine.
No. Nick, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I haven't checked these ones. You know, you're making me feel I've got to check the bloody things now.
No, but you could. But thing is, you could do one. Bill, you could do one of your lives and check them. You could do a live and just check them while you're going live, while you're having a chat.
I sat and watched.
Have you seen Peter Cummings list 5 live and it takes you 3 hours?
Yeah.
Just saying while you're talking, have a look at it.
What's that?
Richard's just saying, have a look at it while you're talking. You could look at them now.
Just while you're having a chat. If you go live, just say I'm just a quick going live just to check some CDs while we have a chat. And then you get in your content and you sat there, you're going, oh yes, look at the chat, and then you just check them as you go.
But what I'm going to do is to just limit my OCD nutness. I'll check them as they go out like I've always done. I check them as they go as they sell, you know, just because it's just. I can't. I just go mad.
Bill, What would you? So what would you do what would you do if you checked it and you wasn't happy just as you were about to ship it out?
I'd just simply say to the customer, I'm really sorry, but the item is damaged. I'm really sorry. I've refunded you. I'm very sorry.
But then the time you're taking to write that message to them is probably longer than what it's going to take you to check the disc before you list it.
And cancelling sales adds to your negative metrics on eBay if you cancel sale.
Yeah, that's what I was about. I know if you say that it's out of stock, I know you get a bit of a ding, don't you? But
if you say the customer's cancelled it, you don't.
No, I know, yeah, but the customer hasn't cancelled. You've cancelled it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. eBay, that's the way you get around it.
Oh, so you say the customer's cancelled it and you send
Yeah,
them.
the only way you can do that is, I suppose, is to message the buyer and say, if I've damaged it, do you want to cancel? And they say, yes.
That's what I do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I do. Would you like to cancel it? It's damaged.
I can't remember who was discussing it. There was a live that this was getting discussed, and somebody else did that, and they reckon they get away with it. But then I'm not quite convinced whether it actually got through to an eBay rep and you had to appeal something. Whether
that's a bit,
you'd get away with it.
I just feel that
it's not getting around it. It's just saying, would you like to cancel it? It's another way. It's like just saying, would you like to cancel it, or would you like me to? I've got a high standard of sending stuff out, and like my packing. If you look to my packing videos, I go really like far with it.
But I suppose
I've got a way of avoiding all of that hassle we've just talked about, all of that stress. I know how you could avoid all of that.
Just don't do
If you look at the disc before you list it, it takes about 3 seconds.
If you're going to do it, if you're going to do it at the end, there's no difference to doing it at the beginning, surely.
Yep. You're going to look at the disc before you ship it out anyway. If you just
I
do that at the beginning,
I get that.
You're spending exactly the same amount of time.
You know what? Now I think about this whole thing, I shouldn't have said anything, and I just would have been easier.
We're just concerned.
We're just trying to help you, Bill.
You've got other things like your top-rated seller as well. All these things have
I've tried to maintain the top-rated seller. It's so hard. It's so hard maintaining that top-rated seller.
But
It's only hard if you don't.
It really shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be really. I mean, I don't know what it. So what brings yours down then, Bill? Honestly, you know what kind of.
No. Honestly, what brings my top-rated seller down, and it pissed me right off because eBay does the metrics over 1 year, yeah. And Lucy was in charge of our account a year ago, and she'd be a little bit relaxed. If I'm just going to say relaxed is a nice word to say. She was a bit relaxed on sending stuff out when they should. You know, like she would say 2-day dispatch, and she'd dispatch on the 3rd day and put dispatched on it, and then the customer would say it was late. Yeah, and it just snowballs over a year. It snowballs, and then that's where my top rated went up. I was like on top of the world, top rate seller, brilliant. But then it went to standard again.
But this is another thing. If you have a high turnover, your rating.
Oh, no. My figures are going. I lost my account, and I've managed to sort that out. It's been a nightmare, honestly. When at eBay suspend your account, you want to try and get it back. It's a nightmare. It's a real freaking nightmare.
Yeah, after you've had the suspension or something, it can be really difficult to get back on.
Which why though, Bill? I suppose it's probably even more important that you kind of, be careful about those discs. Things like that could. Yeah,
you've got to be extra careful.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't stress. You know, when you've got a board game and it's £10, I'm going to dig myself a hole now again.
Go on.
Can I say one thing before you say that, Bill? It doesn't matter the value of the item. The customer experience is the same. And if it's negative, the damage to your account is the same. If you sell a £3 item or a £300 item, that negative feedback that might come for some reason is just as damaging, no matter how cheap the item was.
And even more so, I would say, you know, if it is a case of value to you, it's like, why run the risk of ruining your account over sort of with these videos?
I must admit, no. I totally agree with what you're saying. I'm not discrediting what you're saying. Honestly, I really, you know, respect your opinions on that. No, definitely.
I mean, like I said, I get sort of, you know, the one thing that sort of really builds my anxiety up is worrying about what the customer's going to say. I mean, I had a return the other day. You know, touch wood, it doesn't happen very often, and it was for a Bop It game, which I tested. I knew that it was working, and you know, sent it out and got a bit of a snotty message, sort of saying, put new batteries in, doesn't work, want a refund or exchange immediately. So of course, you know, you have to sort of give, you know, a bit of a nice reply back and apologise and, you know, and authorise the return. It came back. I tested it today and it works absolutely fine. I did a video, but I can't really show you because, yeah.
It's like when you get items that have been returned, and you can do your 50% top rated seller discount, but a lot of the time you've got to ask yourself, is it really worth it as well? You know, it might be £3 or £4 you're safe doing that 50%. Just refund them the lot.
Absolutely. I think it was about 16 quid. So it was 15.99, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah. But if it works, it will sell again because it's sold once.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll relist it in a minute. But yeah, immediately as soon as that kind of happens, even though I knew that I got it back and I tested it and it was working, I'm also sort of knowing the customer's probably still peeved because they think that it doesn't work. It doesn't matter what I say, they're still going to be convinced that it doesn't work. So I'm worried that they're still going to obviously leave me negative feedback. So of course I'm straight on the phone to eBay asking them what I can do to sort of protect me from that. And they're kind of sort of saying, well, there isn't much you can do because they've obviously returned it as defective or not working. They said, you know, the best.
If you top rate, you can your postage off it, but then the customer then less.
I mean, it was free postage anyway, and they pay for the return postage, so I didn't have to do any of that. I mean,
if they pay for
refunded
them, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've refunded them, which I was always going to do anyway. I mean, just in the back of my mind, I'm thinking
you've always got that chance that they're trying to scam you. If you've tested it and you know, like I sent a TV out, yeah, I tested it, it worked perfect. I packed it so well. You would have seen our packing. It was amazing. You know, I spent half hour, 3/4 of an hour packing the bloody thing. But he got it and he said the connection wasn't working.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at the end of the day, they obviously weren't scamming me because I got it back and you know, it worked perfectly fine. I can relist it. It was just in the back of my mind, I'm thinking they're still probably going to be a bit disgruntled because they probably think it still doesn't work. So they might be.
I've done it for years. Probably about 7-8 years ago on eBay, I sold a coffee machine. Yeah, it was a brilliant coffee machine. It was my own coffee machine from my shop, and I set it out perfect as you do. You wrap it up because it's one of those things that if the courier just chucks it one, it's going to get really damaged. And
yeah,
well, it went out. I didn't hear anything. Like a week, 2 weeks later, went by, and this bloke opened a return saying it didn't work.
Yeah,
got it back. It was all scratched. It had been used. What he'd done, he'd used it for a corporate event, and then returned it for a refund, and scratched it in the meantime, transporting it.
See, this is why it's so important to try and keep your metrics up, because if you kept all those up, you'd have the top-rated seller protection, and then you could have deducted 50% on that return without any intervention.
You get you could do that, can you?
Yeah. But I suppose you do run the risk. It was like they said that to me about this game, and you know, I got it back. It was working perfectly fine. So I don't know what they've done for them to think that it didn't work. But eBay sort of said, well, you can offer a partial refund, but then for me, I don't think it's worth the hassle of disgruntling the customer.
In that case, no.
Negative feedback. There's no point for it.
Well, eBay should remove the negative feedback. On that case, but it's a bit it's unclear whether they always will or not.
Yeah.
You've got to phone them.
Yeah.
If they say no, then you're stuck with it. So
in that case, Aid, I think that's totally right. You just accept it and move on. I reckon they didn't know how to work it, and they've just been an idiot. And I've had that so many times. It means you lose out on postage, but that's it, really.
Yeah.
I think if you can resell it again, then just
it didn't work. And I couldn't get the bloody thing to shut up, so I knew it did work. Oh, don't get them bloody Furbies. They're awful. They're just
No, you've got to love a Furby.
Don't turn it on.
I bought about 3 of them, and from the same boot sale, different stalls, and all of them had corroded batteries in them.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to have to do a spares and repairs bundle on them or something.
Did none of them work either then?
Well, they're so. I haven't actually tested them, but they're so corroded. The springs are literally falling apart.
So you should have a look at the battery compartments.
And I need to carry a little screwdriver with me or something to check them, because they're always always dumped in the loft, don't they? And the batteries just.
If you
get
spend
it
like
the wrong way and you try to screw it in, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I did see your video about that cash you got. That was brilliant.
Oh, the cash in the auction.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah, that basically paid for the auction lot. $20 or something. And there was actually, I'm going to do a video on it, because I feel a bit bad about this thing sort of disappearing into history. But there was a letter in there from I think it was from the late 90s or early 90s, to a guy, from a woman to a guy, and it was like a Dear John sort of letter, and they were like chatting, and it just seems a shame that's going to sort of just disappear if I throw that away. So I'm going to hide all the names and then do a video on like the story or something, and try and keep it alive.
Secretly.
Good idea.
When I was doing building work, we used to find old builders used to write messages in like behind the plaster and that, and it's funny. Like, and the earliest one was from the 1800s. I think it's 1807 or something. It was so amazing, to find that message.
Yeah, because I've been renovating my cottage, and when I took the original wallpaper off, there was stuff like from the 40s and stuff like that written on them with measurements, and somebody signed it saying decorated in 1948 or something. It was quite interesting.
I pulled in this place. I was pulling out all the old cables, because it was getting fully gutted, and the cables come out, and I felt, this cable feels a bit heavy. It's only about 4 foot wide. It was only a lead cable. Last time they used lead cables.
Yeah, I had lead cables up in my attic. Ripped out.
Why a ton they did the bloody things.
I don't remember if they were still connected actually or not. I don't think they were. I think they were.
No. I think they disconnected them in. Probably about. I don't know. I don't know what the date was. I think someone will tell you in the chat. But no, I think it was 19.
Well, the cottage was built before electricity. It's an 1850s cottage, so there was no electric originally. But I think the lead was like the really original wiring, like when they first added electric to it. And then I think it was like 1950s fuse box that was actually working. So that was another thing. I had to rip that off, and now I've got a new.
I think they would have faced the when the 1940s when they had a shortage of copper.
Right.
Tell me if I'm wrong on that one. And they started doing the ring main. That's why we got a ring main, because we had a shortage of copper.
Right.
But that's a bit of useful information for everyone.
Well, I had copper. I had loads of copper because I've got some burns attached to my house, and I sorted out all the copper I had and all the lead I had and all that into piles in this barn. And then I'm sure it's a builder who came in to do some quotes, because somebody broke into the barn and took it all.
Yeah.
And the other people who had been in the barn and around the area was builders to give me quotes for various work. So I think they've come back and stole it. So
We had just basic tools left at this site, and some thieving bugger nearly got away with, like, he rolled up all the extension leads and everything. He went, he must have been there an hour doing, because they was all under bits of wood and everything, these extension leads, 50-metre extension leads, and he put you what?
Is this Bill's beef? Is this Bill's beef?
But no, it was, luckily I managed to eat all my spirit levels. He tried to nick all them.
really,
I'm devastated.
yeah.
But copper and lead and all them sort of precious metals, they're worth some dollars. They are always worth them.
Yeah, I've still got some of it up in my loft. I've got the old water tank, the copper water tank, but it won't fit through the hatch at the moment. So I've got to wait until I put the new hatch in that I can actually get it down from the loft.
Just get a sledgehammer on it, bend it.
I could smash it up.
Yeah.
I've got about 30 kilos of copper wire and leads, because they just gather. If you're a reseller and you deal with electronics, so I'm going to go and weigh that in soon. I've no idea what prices are on copper wire these days, but
Copper wires not major money. Like computer wires, there's not a huge amount in it. Pure copper wires, like house wires, are worth some money.
Do you know how to strip them though, to make
stripped.
No, don't strip them, because you're weighing it in.
right.
Let the scrapper do the work.
Yeah, so I think I've got 4 car batteries as well and a load of brass. It's just been
Car
building up for the last year.
You get from around about £6 to £15 a battery.
These are big ones.
Yeah,
I
you get about
I got them
10
from
to
the
15, Nick.
got from the Hyundai garage. I thought they were working. I actually sold 3 of them to a garage, and he come back the next day and wanted all his money back, so they wouldn't hold a charge. But they must have been sat in the Hyundai dealership for years, and they're just knackered.
Yeah, but they're worth money because they get all the lead out of them.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to take the whole lot down. I might make a video of it, but I don't. Obviously, they're not going to be trading right now anyway.
No, not a minute. But scrap cables are always worth taking down the scrap yard. Don't go to one of the national firms; they're going to rip you off. Go to an independent one where you go on the scales. That's where you get your money.
Yeah. I've done it before. It's like I know what I'm doing.
No. I'm telling you the broad chat.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sure you know. I'm really just a broad chat of people. Just telling people I've done it.
There's a guy on Facebook that pays for broken TVs and car batteries and stuff around here. So that's generally what I do. I just let him take them, and I think he pays like £5 a battery, depending on the size. I think it goes up to £10. And
that's reasonable.
TV, sort of similar, little portable flat screen TV, LED TV. I think they have 5, and then if you got like a 40-inch one, it'll be like 20 quid or something. It doesn't have to be working. It's just sort of broken ones.
Oh, that's not too bad. I get people giving me TVs all the time. Tons of TVs.
Yeah,
I've got a massive, it's about 60-inch bloody plasma here. I don't know what to do with it.
Stick it up on the wall.
No, I've already got one. Here. I don't need any more. Bloody, I don't know. I think they're worth money. I don't know if they're worth stripping down or whatever. I don't know.
I think they are to somebody who does it all the time. I don't know if it's worth you doing it just the one-off sort of thing.
There's a copper yoke in it, and there's a copper wire that runs around the screen, but it's probably not worth your time unless you're going to do a batch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bloke he does. I can't think. He's called E-Waste Ben. I think he's called.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Did you see the one where he done the scrap out of the ultrasound machine? Did you see that? This ultrasound machine, you wouldn't see how many computers are in an ultrasound machine. Tons of them. There's about 6 different computers in it.
Well, they cost like £1 million to buy them. The NHS.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt me. The technology in there is unbelievable. Carl, thanks. Yeah, no, that's an idea. You know, thanks for that. No, I didn't think about that.
I donate to TV to a local homeless shelter. They will use it.
Yeah, that's an idea, isn't it? I don't really think like that, but that's an idea, isn't it?
It's a good idea. You know, don't.
People are genuinely so nice around in my area. They just give me stuff willy-nilly. Just give me loads of stuff.
Do you advertise to take it, or do they just know that you?
I do. They know I do reselling, and they generally just give me anything. They say, "Oh, do you want it, Bill?" And I it's hard for me to say no because they've sort of thought about me, haven't they? You know, I sort of like say, oh, "Yeah, all right then." You know, that'd be all right. And then I get a shed full of crap.
That's the problem, isn't it? You got to sort of make it rough with the smooth. Sometimes they come with something brilliant. Sometimes
I know.
a load of rubbish.
A lady bought a bag of cables, yeah, and in this bag of cables was flipping GHD straighteners.
All right.
So, and they work perfect.
Are they particularly good? I have no idea if that's.
Can be.
Yeah, GHDs
are, yeah.
40, 50 quid in them.
If there's ceramic, proper GHDs, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
proper GHDs.
Yeah, my wife's ones were nearly 200 quid.
Yeah, they are well expensive.
Wow.
I should pay more attention. I see them at the auctions, big boxes of them.
Yeah.
Look at them more often.
Yeah, no. Hair straighteners, you know, like all those hair straighteners, hair curlers. I don't need them, obviously. But yeah, no, I think, you know, like hair dryers, they sell money. Not major money, but 10, 12 quid. It's pocket money, isn't it? It's, you know.
Hey,
I want to give you my advice where to, you know, if you see it really cheap or box loads of it, it's worth listing.
yeah.
I think anything worth 10, 12 quid plus is worth your time if you get it really cheap and free.
I mean, when I'm at the auctions, things go so cheap. You know, like you got a massive box of, or even multiple boxes of things for like £3 the lot. And you just think you really can't say no to it because there's always going to be profit in that. But you've got
You rapidly fill your house, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and some of it sells, but it might be long tail, so you're stuck with it for a long time. I don't know. You got to take a decision at a time based on what's in there, I suppose.
I'll tell you that Star Wars stuff, Andrew, that I had. Remember ages ago I came on and showed you a bit of it?
The Doctor Who stuff.
Was it? Oh, sorry, Doctor Who. Yeah, that's probably why I can't really sell it.
Good Lord, you just listed
it as Star Wars and it's Doctor Who. No, I'll put it on as a big bundle, but it's never gone. So I'm going to put it all separately now. I've just
So what I'm hearing is should have listened to MMUK when it said list separately.
Probably, is that what you said? I'll have to rewind the video back. Are you sure? Are you sure that's what
No, I said list them individually. You'll get more money.
I believe you. Okay.
It's telling you individual prices for stuff because, like, most of it sold before. Some good stuff in that hole. Be surprised how much the Doctor Who collectors will pay for stuff.
I've got
Daisy, I think it's going to be a bit hard for me to test it on my kind of hair.
somebody somebody from China did. They did buy the bundle, but then didn't pay, which I didn't know we were going to.
I tested it to the point where it didn't blow up my electric. They heated up fine. Lucy told me, she said, wait until the light goes solid and then it's ready to burn your head off.
Bit of acrobats, Nick. Nick,
Hey, what?
have you heard of that one?
No.
Oh yeah, I've had that before. Not a lot of money in it.
No. Well, I've just sold that one. It wasn't quite complete. The box is a bit battered, to be fair.
What are they going for these days? I've not had it for a year or two.
Well, I got 20 for it. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Sounds pretty good. I don't remember it being that pricey when I last had it.
On a ball game's brilliant.
So I'm quite happy with that. 20.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Someone said, Derek, how much dollar was in that envelope?
$20, I think.
About
I didn't really mention much about it because when I was doing the actual filming of taking it out, I sort of counted out and then just put it aside and completely forgot about it. And I thought it would be quite a good intro to the video, but I didn't really mention it any further. So
Derek, counting money.
Yeah, there's about $20. I assume they're still valid. They're the paper.
Oh yeah, they're valid. Dollars are still valid, didn't they?
So they look exactly the same as the dollars I used around the sort of year 2000 when I was in the States. So unless they've changed, it's.
No, I think dollars go back many years, don't they? They go back.
Yeah.
I think they've barely changed dollars. I think they're still valid.
They still look the same.
I don't know what I'll do with them. I don't know if I'll go and.
When I'm in the States, I don't know if everyone else gets that. It's hard to see a 1 to a 50. They all look green, and there's not much. There's not much between them, is there?
No, you have to actually look at the number. With our money, you look for the colour.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? A picture of Trump on oh my God! Imagine that on a note.
Yeah.
Anybody have any decent sales over the weekend or not?
Yeah, pretty good.
Had some okay ones.
Yeah.
We had. I mean, we've since this suspension, we've been off for 2 weeks, and oh God, it's drove me mad not having my eBay account because I couldn't do anything. It's sort of my bloodline. And we've had our eBay back, and we've had really good sales this weekend. Absolutely brilliant. I had, I think, 19 items going out today. The postman had three bags and 1 big box, so that was pretty good.
Do you use Hermes or do you use Royal Mail?
Royal Mail.
Right.
I find less loss on Royal Mail and less damage.
Yeah, I quite like Hermes, to be honest with you.
It's depending on where you are.
Never had a problem with them.
I quite like using Hermes through the pack link now. It's like 2 or 3 clicks, and you print the label out. It's so much quicker doing it through eBay, and it's the same money basically, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, well, I use Top Cashback, and I'll go through Parcel to Go, and you can import all your eBay stuff. So I use that, and sometimes I use Hermes Direct, depending on what it is. I think
sometimes it works out cheaper, don't it? If you go via Hermes, it works out a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, but I never put Hermes in my eBay advert. I always put other courier because some people don't like Hermes. So I never state it is Hermes, but I never state it isn't either, you know.
That would put me off buying from you if you said Hermes.
Well, I think that's why I've done it. Because I think
my courier she just dumps the stuff 70 foot down the road, and it's got my name on it.
Yeah.
Well, Nick had a pallet drop in
isn't it?
someone else's house that time.
Yeah, that was. I'd never even heard of the company. It was some small firm, I think. But yeah, they dropped our bubble wrap about 10 miles away.
Yeah, you had to go pick it up.
Somebody's garden, wasn't it? As well?
Well, we got a phone call from a guy I didn't know, from Adam. He said, "I've got this parcel here with your name on it," and luckily it had our number on. And I said, "All right, where are you? Up the road from me or something?" He says, "No, I'm in such and such village near Luton." I'm like, what? Mad.
Crazy.
So this Herbie's lady, I said to her, if you improve your collecting stuff for me, then I'll use you more. I really want to use you. I support these local girls. Like, I think they don't earn a lot of money. So if I could, I'd rather give the local girl money than big raw mail, if I could. But she's useless. Her and her mum, useless.
So at the moment we've got Dodgy Derek with his not declaring the Hermes courier. We've got Blagger Bill not declaring the condition of his CDs. Who's gonna pop up next?
I'm saying nothing.
I was waiting for you to get to me. What have I done?
We've got Nasty Nick.
Everything.
Oh, we've got a long list for you, haven't we? Like
It's all your fault. What have I
board games, ripped board games, stolen old man's shoes, broken headlamps.
Dodgy car lights.
He was responsible for unleashing me onto the reselling community.
Oh God.
That was the worst offence.
That car light ended up being one of the most profitable items I ever sold.
Oh, good video.
Because I kept all the money. They ended up refunding me. We've made over $1,000 on that first video now. And the follow-up, where I read out eBay's apology, has made us about 300 quid.
Nice. Nice.
It's still getting hundreds of views a day. Both
It's
of them.
unbelievable.
We should just do another follow-up.
And I've still got the light. I put it in the loft. I couldn't bear to look at it anymore, so it's still in the loft. I've still got that.
I just remember your face going to that police station. I remember that face. I thought he doesn't want to be there.
I got to a point with that. I thought, I'm going to do everything they ask now, because I've started filming it, and I just followed. I'm so glad I followed through with everything, because it just made such a perfect little story, you know.
Oh, it was the towels of the real eBay. That's what it is. The towels of a real reseller, you know, because you get that all the time with eBay. I don't know, I get it all the time with eBay bloody returns and I won't go on. I'll moan about everything, but no, I just get hit with all the sort of crap.
Have you got all your racking up now, Andrew?
No, I'm still doing it, Richard, at the minute. Putting in a couple of shelves up today. So,
See, Tax Shack, Tom bought the same stuff.
did he?
Well, he mentioned you in the video because he said that he was watching yours and he got those ones because, yeah, it's a good deal.
It's a good deal, but you get what you pay for.
Oh, really? Are they not that good?
They're not as good as the ones I normally get. I normally only pay like 3 or 4 quid more for, but
What you want is vintage Dexian stuff like this.
Yeah.
I love some Dexian shells.
Just search on eBay. Keep a few active searches for Dexian shelving, and every now and again, someone's just getting rid of it, starts it cheap. We bought this from the printers.
Facebook Marketplace is one.
Yeah, we found all of the shelving we've ever had on eBay.
Mine is fix.
I search quite a bit for it on Bay Crazy because then it's local.
Bay Crazy, what's that?
Have you never been on Bay Crazy? If you type in your postcode, it's a lot of stuff that people put on with collection only because it's too big and they don't want to send it.
So items on eBay.
So it's eBay, but it's all local stuff. you can put it local to you.
I use a different site. What's it called?
Yeah,
can't
but
remember.
it's good. You should. I think you'll like it.
I thought
Yeah.
you did a video on that, Nick.
eBay Local is the one I've been using.
Yeah, but Bay Crazy is good because you can nick stuff cheap.
I'll have a look.
Lucy, cheeky cow.
What's that?
Tommy, I've already had 16 years of it. Oh.
Lucy, he was blaming you earlier.
She's used to it.
He was in his top rated seller. passing the book. He was.
I think we must be coming on 17 years, and we do see 18 years. I don't know now. I
Get
don't
less for murder.
know.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. It's similar to what I use, but it's a much better layout than the site.
Yeah, it's a good site, Nick.
I'll favourite that now actually.
Yeah, I've been using that for a long time. It's good. So the thing is, because they don't want to send it out, sometimes you can get stuff really decent price.
Sure. I've been doing it for years. Yeah, it's the best way to snipe things local.
Yeah,
I got some amazing Bang & Olufsen stereo gear from a guy literally like 5 minutes up the road. Because he wasn't chipping it, he got a fraction of what it was worth. I just put it straight back on eBay.
Same on Bay Crazy. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
That's brilliant, isn't it? Oh yeah, I know when I push my luck with that woman. Oh, she's like thunder. Honestly, thunder dragon.
Getting the whip out.
But I really talked about Hermes. No, Hermes is generally good. Like when I lived further in a town, I had this girl. She was flipping brilliant, absolutely wonderful. Always pick up, have a chat with me. Brilliant. I couldn't say, and everything went on time and everything. She got a van. I really supported her. But
I thought for a second he was talking about one of his exes. Then I thought, Bill, you're going to have to be.
I did as well.
no, that is one thing you should never talk to about your partner. Never talk about the other women in your life. There's only one woman in my life, and that's the one talking in the chat.
Oh, you got to say that. Well done, Bill. Well done, Bill.
My anxiety's going through the roof.
Yeah, no, honestly, and this
cold sleeping in that shed.
She gets out of the car. I swear her tits are gonna fall out of her fucking.
Bill's off. Get the swear tin out.
You got your orders, Bill.
She was so enraged, this woman, with her tits falling out. She got out barefoot out the car. This is honestly.
Poor Lucy. Luce, do something about it.
No, she knows who I'm talking about. She said, it's illegal to pick up.
I thought you were talking about. I'm getting well confused now.
It's illegal to pick up parcels. I said, illegal? She said, yes, it's illegal. I said, no, I don't think it's quite illegal. I don't think the police are going to arrest you for picking up a parcel on my door, are they? She said, no, not quite illegal. It's just the Hermes rules. Oh,
sorry, Lucy. Completely wrong.
Bill, what was the suspension you had on eBay? What was the reasoning behind it?
So how you website?
If you'd followed my videos, Nick, you would have seen. I got. Long story short, Lucy broke my MacBook Pro, and I was, let's say, I was really glad she done that. I was so happy. And then I had to buy another computer, and it was an older computer that needed a driver. And I'm quite savvy when it comes to computers. I used to be in the IT industry many, many, many years ago. And I downloaded this driver, and this driver is to that computer, yeah, because this computer here is quite a very fast, powerful computer. And this is where I think that they've cottoned on this one. Is Dell doesn't provide the driver for Windows 10, apparently.
Well, if you're getting Dell to do it, you are in trouble. Are we on about
Del Boy Trotter.
Yeah, but anyways, I downloaded the driver and I thought this might be dodgy, so I scanned it with Norton, yeah? And Norton didn't say there was anything wrong with it. There was no virus, there was nothing wrong with it. So I'd installed it, and then the next thing I know, I'm getting Bitcoin mining going on in the background in the computer, like mass Bitcoin. And then, long story short, they hacked into my eBay account because they got my password somewhere or another. I don't know how they done that. And
You probably said it on one of your lives.
oh yeah, probably. I probably showed it.
When you're typing it in. Oh yeah, that's it. So,
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah. And yeah,
Nick,
and
what was your question again?
I can't remember. So somebody hacked your eBay. Was that
Yeah,
the short version? That'll do.
and then basically was trying to sell stuff that was not legitimate. I didn't, and this was in the space of a few hours of me realising. Contacted eBay, they suspended the account, removed all the passwords. I don't know what they've done, and then what they've done, they put it as not registered user anymore. I was like, and as a quick fix, I tried to get another eBay account open, yeah, thinking that would be the best thing. But what they done, eBay Lucy dialed into the app on the old account, went onto the new account. They suspended the new account as well. So then, oh my God, I don't know if I get all the problems, but there we go. And so what happened is I had to phone eBay. I had to submit some documents, all this, that, and the other, and we finally got our account back. But oh my God, right nightmare. Just over one little mistake, you know. Well, not a mistake, but someone. I've reported to Google this file, but it was on Google. You know, you think that they'd vet all this sort of thing, wouldn't you? You know, but obviously not.
Poor Lucy, she's getting some stick tonight. She's lost your top real estate status. I can't even speak. She broke your computer. Good God.
She's a lovely girl most time.
look at the price of these things on eBay.
You're in trouble, Bill, when you go back in tonight.
Little Exorcist toy. I've realised I've got one in the shed. But someone's got it. I've got £499.
499 quid. Cool.
Beautiful.
Is that completed?
No, it's just a little. It's literally about that big, and it's a Regan on the bed, and her head spins round. The Exorcist.
But what do they actually sell for? Are they going to get that?
Well, no, I doubt that. One's gone for 100 before, but this one's got it on at 499, and another one went at I think in the States at 368 or something.
Oh right, that's not.
So they've gone for good money, and I've got one in the shed, which is handy.
What it was, the people with the dodgy. Sorry, Richard. The hacker tried to sell dodgy items. It was quick flip items. I don't know what it was, but it was stuff that they could change the PayPal account and basically siphon money off of customers. That's how they done it. It's like they sell all your details, you know, like I don't know, I looked into it, but basically they use your computer to farm bitcoins and they try and get all the information like credit cards. I got scammed recently. They used they took about £1,000 out of my account, skinned me right out, and basically played some gambling site. I've never been on a gambling site, so that was a nightmare. I've had it all the last 6 months, honestly. I'm waiting for something else to come up.
It will be them CDs soon.
Oh yeah, no, probably.
Don't start him on that again.
So, how many listings have you got done so far, everybody?
Just for
I've relisted quite a few bits.
14.
I've discovered things.
Have you checked?
all I've done is package a whatever it was, a piano thing, and tested some more Nerf guns. That's it.
I've discovered some things that I thought I got listed, and they've been sat there on the shelf for months, and they're not listed.
Oh, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, I get that.
Probably not worth nothing now.
We're going to have to, because the whole muck up with eBay, I don't know if there's, because I've got like 900 odd items, I've got to cross-reference them to eBay to see if they're on there. It's going to be a nightmare.
So do you cross-list to Facebook and stuff?
I generally, if it's worth, if I think it's going to sell on Facebook, Lucy does it. We'll do it on the marketplace.
I think I asked you this on your live, actually. You're saying now, yeah.
It's worth it. eBay, and plus people pay friends PayPal and bank transfer, so there's no fees.
Yeah, I've got a separate bank account that I just give people on Facebook, and as soon as they pay, I transfer it to a different bank account. So there's nothing ever in the account.
Yeah.
It's just in case some dodginess goes on.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, Derek. I had all these problems, with someone scammed my card, and I don't know where it come from. It could have been a petrol station or whatever. I now don't leave anything in the bank account, and I know when direct debits are coming out. So I just make sure that money's in there to cover the direct debits, and then I pay people as and when, because I can't afford to have 2 weeks of no money in the account. It knackers you.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving out any details to random people on Facebook.
No, that's right.
There's stuff
generally we do contactless pickups, so we just leave it on the door, and people just do friends PayPal usually, and it works pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm still sort of taking cash and stuff. But they've never crossed the door, I sort of hand it to them at the door. But I was originally taking it down the bottom of the drive, which I might start doing again. Becoming a bit sort of lax on it a bit and letting them come to the front door, which I used to go down to the bottom of the drive and hand it to them. I used to have my gates closed at the bottom of the drive. So that was like a physical barrier, so they couldn't get to you, so you could step back, and they can't. So I've had people try to shake your hand and everything.
Do you have like a pot for the money as well, Derek?
Yeah, I have a coffee jug that I sort of drop all this stuff.
Every time I pick something up, people have sort of put it down on the doorstep and left a little pot to put the money in.
Yeah, I generally get them to like drop it in this coffee jug, and then it basically just stays in there for a few weeks, really.
Don't you just love the person that turns up? You sold something for £6 and they've got a £20 note.
Yeah, I basically tell them to go to the shops. There's a shop a little bit further down the road. So
you're lucky, Derek. We've got nothing for 20 minutes.
I mean, I think it's quite bad at this, with the stuff going on for people expect you to have change from a Facebook thing. You know what I mean? That when people do that annoys me.
No, I'll just go and get quite change anyway.
I just say I've got change 20 quid or 6. What do you want to do?
So you can have the 20 quid. I had somebody bring something back which really annoyed me because they obviously took it into their house. They actually stuck a plug on it. It was something I can't remember what it was. I think it was a video recorder, and it was sold as basically untested. And it was like £5 just to sort of get rid of it. And they bought it back saying it wasn't working. It had a bit of a fuzzy picture. It was tested. It wasn't good enough for eBay, but it was fine really. It probably just needed a clean. Anyway, they bought it back, And that annoyed me because I don't really want it back after they've had it in their house. You know, people try to shake your hand as well.
I know.
And you have to sort of step back and say, hang on a minute.
You can do the arm sort of thing. That's probably the best I think I've done.
I usually just say, no offense, but I don't want to shake your hand. basically, that's basically what I say. You know, because it's not worth it. You know.
Anyone know much about Lego? Does anyone know what Lego theme this is? It's like a walker, guys.
It's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it's like a.
It looks like
an alien
Transformers,
almost, isn't it?
What?
Transformers, I think that isn't it?
That's almost like something from Aliens, isn't it?
It
Aliens.
is, yeah, but
Yeah,
I
it
can't
looks
see Lego doing
it looks like a walker from Aliens. It's got like a Japanese style manga hairdo, but I don't know what the theme is to look it up. Don't know if anyone in the chat knows what theme I can use to look it up.
Can you do if you take a picture of it, I think you could do a reverse image search of the little man and it might give you a bit more information.
Well, yeah, that's not a bad shout. Yeah, there's that new thing on
Have you got Google
Glass, isn't
Pictures,
it?
yeah. Google Lens, something.
Lens, that's
Yeah.
it, glass.
Google
Oh,
Lens?
Andrea's got that. I don't think I've installed it yet. Hang on.
But I've just done reverse image search and that sometimes brings up things.
Yeah, I'll install this lens thing and have a go.
Yeah, Google
Lucy,
Lens.
for Lucy, because I'm not chatting on this thing, but Lucy, I've uploaded loads of things to Dropbox for you, love. She wanted loads of images and stuff. I've done it for her.
Good
Is
lad.
that what you use to send the stuff to your computer?
Yeah, Dropbox.
Because I used to just connect my iPhone to the computer via a cable and then just copy the stuff across. But I bought a new phone. I got a new phone, an iPhone 12, and that doesn't seem to copy the files. I don't know if it's
Green Bear Peaks is saying Ninjago, Nick. I thought Ninjago, but
Dropbox. I pay for it.
yeah, I thought it might be Ninjago.
And it's brilliant. It's so quick.
It could be. I've sold loads of Ninjago. It doesn't quite look. It looks more modern.
Someone else is saying Barnacle.
It's not well, unless it's a spin-off from Bionicle. I sold tons of that as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to upload this or download this thing.
Yeah.
Google.
If you look, Derek, look, I don't know if that comes up, but drop. Oh no, it's not. It's. Let me turn the brightness down. Oh. I mean, they're all the sort of files. That's all the stuff that I pictured. Look, see, and that goes on our account, and also it goes on Lucy's phone and it goes on the computer. So it's so quick. Quite low.
Yeah, I've been using a similar thing. It's Google Images or Google Photos, and that's sort of the same thing. And that seems to be working, but it takes so long for them to, after you took the photo, for them to actually get uploaded.
Yeah, that's the thing. Dropbox is so quick. I tried Apple, I tried Google, there's FileZilla or something. There's loads of them. And Dropbox, I keep going back to Dropbox because they're just so quick on transfers. Right. I mean, that's transferred in about 20 minutes on crappy Wi-Fi, about 120 images. So,
right. Yeah, I might give it a go then. Give it a try.
I think they do like a free account to just get you going, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that because I need to.
It works so good. As I say, I pay for it. It's brilliant.
When Nick comes back, don't tell him that we've identified the. Let him remain a mystery for him forever.
Are you not drinking tonight, Andrew?
No, I work tomorrow.
Oh. Another one, guys, to keep your eyes out in charity shops when they reopen is Potter shoes.
Do these go for much?
Potter shoes are really good. But
Do these little ones go for much? These Lego system things, they're like from about the 60s, are they?
I think
Didn't they?
Hey, I tell you what, just send them through to me. And I'll
Okay.
make you a copy disposable.
I had a probably 3 times a big box from that period, which is probably 60s. You're probably right, and I think, but mine was still sealed. But I got a couple of hundred for a sealed box. They're a bit bigger than that.
Yeah.
But are they open? Are they complete? What are they?
I think they are complete. I've had them a long time. Yeah, they are open.
I reckon, Aid, that is the Exoforce Lego set number 8103.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking that as well, Andrew. Yeah, I was thinking that.
the expert himself.
That's what the chat thinks as well, Aid. They think it's the Lego set 8103.
Exoforce 8103.
Yeah, that's what they think we've got there, Aid.
Try that, Nick.
Not Nick. Hey, that's
Just
Aid, not Nick.
using Google Lens, and I found a little guy.
All right.
Exoforce.
Exoforce 8103.
That's definitely not Nick. That's what Aid's got.
Well, mine says Exoforce 77. Oh, lots of different sets. But yeah, Exoforce, that'll do. At least I can search it now. Yeah, that Google Lens is good.
Well, can you download that on iPhone?
Yeah, I think you can have it on any of them.
It actually comes up as Google Photo. It's got a little like that symbol on it.
All right. No, Google Lens on mine. Google Lens is that little. It's that. Hang on, if I can find it.
I'm loving it.
That one there. Lens.
Oh right. Well, I think
next to maps.
Oh yeah, I see it.
if I come out of it,
That's Google Lens.
So I looked for it before. Maybe it didn't show up because I had such an old phone or something. Yeah, I don't see it in the App Store.
well, I had to go and ask Andrea, and she said you've already got it on your phone, and I did. So I don't know how I found it last time. Because everyone was raving about it a while back, but I've never used it until just now.
Unless it's part of Google Photos.
Well, when you download Google Lens, it comes up with Google Lens on the actual screen.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got something different here then.
Is this the Bionicle stuff go? Is that any good? I've had a quick look.
Bionicle. Oh, Nick's your man for that.
Have you got the Lego with it?
Oh yeah, it'll be in there somewhere. It's all in the boxes.
Punch the set number in. Punch the set number into eBay. It'll give you a result.
Yeah.
It should have some value. Just about any Lego does, to be honest. I don't know what I've done now. I can't even find where I was doing the search on this damn thing.
If I search the App Store for Google Lens, it doesn't come up with it. It comes up with Smart Lens.
I don't know, because I say, look, you can see what it is, because when you actually click onto it, it says Google Lens at the top.
Is that an Apple phone?
No, it's a Pixel 3.
Ah, so that's Android, because we have a different app store.
Yeah,
I don't reckon it's on.
surely it would be on that. Crazy.
It's not an iOS app.
There does appear to be plenty of other ones, similar sort of things. And they probably use Google to do the search, don't they? So
yeah,
probably basically the same. Yeah. I'll have to have a look into it.
I'd love if there was an app that you just scan something and it brought up the solds on eBay automatically. That'd be brilliant. I noticed another
Hang
reseller
on,
was
smart.
he had some sort of barcode thing that connected to his phone. I wondered what that was all about.
I've just googled it, and it says that it's out on Android and iOS.
Google lies to you. I'm sure it's called something else on.
But it's got that little logo you showed, Richard, is there at the bottom on Google Photos.
Yeah,
And
maybe the same thing, because it does say that it's on iOS and Android. Yeah,
it searches the picture and it brings up
that's
loads.
right. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
In Google, so it's part of Google Photo.
Yeah.
So it's got Google Photos, and I haven't got that little icon.
Yeah, go into search, and then
it's like that at the bottom.
Hang on. Oh dear.
Maybe I've got a different app completely. I've got the one. This is for my own personal photos that I've.
Oh, it says on this search Google. It says now, instead of having to take a picture and use lens through the camera roll, iPhone and iPad users can tap the Google Lens icon in the search bar.
Can we?
Oh, maybe you've got to download Google Chrome then.
Just says.
So have you got an iPhone, Nick?
Yeah.
And what you're using what you're trying to do? Just take a picture on Google.
It's just saying that the Google Lens icon will be in your search bar.
Well, I've got it within that Google Photos, and then you just click Photos at the bottom, and you select the picture you want.
Do you not just use the Do you use the Google app? Is that what you use, Nick?
Google Photos. That's what it's called.
Google app.
Google Photos. That's what it's called. It's called Google Photos.
There you go. That's what mine looks like.
Yeah.
I don't have to search.
Say it again, Nick.
Derek.
Google
just
Photos.
Google does. Can you get Google Lens on iPhone? It'll bring up what I just add up.
I'm sure Nick knows what it is.
Google Photos.
that one there.
Exactly. Photos. Google Photos.
What's that? I've never heard of that.
That's Google Photos, that is.
I've got that.
I don't know.
Somebody's pinched one of my books on the laptop.
Well, there's a YouTube video created in 2019 how to use it on your iPhone. So I'll watch that later.
Okay.
That will tell me how to do it. I'm sure YouTube will explain.
Hang on a minute, isn't it?
So I can just seem to search my own photos. I can't search anything else.
No, but you pick a photo and then you press the little icon like Richard showed, and then that searches Google as a backwards image search from the picture you've selected.
I haven't got the search thing.
Google Photos.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I don't know anymore. I don't know. I'll give up. Anyway, what was it? I forgot what the blooming thing is. I've looked up now. Exoforce.
Exoforce.
Oh, yes.
Exoforce.
Aaron QuickBooks said it was 8013.
These are quite good. Nick, if you got any of these.
You type in 8013, Nick. Aaron, the QuickBooks chap, said that you think that's the right model.
No, it's 7700 by the look of it. I found one.
Maybe he was talking about the big thing that it was sitting in.
Well, that as a set looks like it's 7700 Stealth Hunter. Someone's trying to get 30 quid, but mine's missing.
Okay.
By the look of it. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, wow.
But it should have two big bits. Oh, hang on. There's one. Hey, we're getting somewhere.
Right in front of his eyes.
7 what?
I'm still missing more bits.
Was anyone on Chris Hayden's live earlier?
No,
Yeah,
Did you see?
Yeah.
Did you see what I said about the bog rolls?
Oh God! Every time you go on there, you talk about 80 bog rolls for 25 quid from Costco.
Did you see the one before that? Did you see when I think it was Mel come on there and she was talking about Costco?
No.
I just said, oh, Costco have got a deal on bog rolls at the minute. They're really cheap. Yeah, and everyone was talking about bog rolls for about 45 minutes. It was
That was on the other one, wasn't it?
It was so funny.
I think this Jurassic Park stuff, Nick, looks all right.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's not a bad one.
That sounds nice.
Yeah,
So-
any Jurassic Park
Send it
stuff
to me.
yourself. You get the big dinosaur sets, and they're just stupid money.
That looks at least 150 quid.
Send it to me to dispose of. It's worthless.
Awesome.
It's all right.
Yeah, I still haven't listed this one. Did you see the little Hagrid's hut I built the other week?
Oh, Harry Potter.
Yeah. That's such a pain to get the roof right on that. It's caving in again around here.
I can see you tried, Nick.
That was a nightmare to build. Well, only the roof bit. It's a basic set, really. It's quite a small set, but yeah.
Oh, you want to do the, the pirate ship with Playmobil? It's got
Set.
tons on it.
The hotel
Sorry,
still
what was you saying?
Have you bought out a Lego store or what, Age? You've just got endless Lego.
I think yeah.
got absolutely. This is. I showed it ages ago. I think I bought it. It must have been. I think it was nearly last Christmas.
Why haven't you bloody sold it?
Bloody hell.
I've just been listing other stuff.
Well, it's honestly, get it on now. It's perfect time. People are Christmas buying right now. We sold loads of gear at the Christmas, I swear, over the weekend for Christmas.
Yeah.
We had 50 orders going out today, mostly media, cookery books. We sold 10 of the cookery books that we got a big haul of.
That's people in lockdown, isn't it?
Amazing.
I've had puzzles, games, and media. Really.
Yeah.
Board games, media.
Same. Yeah, our Amazon went nuts as well. We did loads of stuff, mostly toys on Amazon.
Yeah, I've not tried Amazon yet.
Yeah, we've got hardly anything left already up there. I had so little to send in. Most of it's gone. It's all good.
Yeah, it's always good when it runs out.
How are you doing
It's
on
it means it's selling, doesn't it?
How are you doing on them cubes, Nick?
They're picking up again. We've still got plenty in. I'm going to do a bit of a push on them soon, I think. But they've been selling at Amazon as well, which is quite encouraging.
Your
Did
work
you say
boots have been going well, haven't they?
Yeah, on and off. We sold 13 a day, which was awesome through eBay. I haven't been pushing the outside of eBay job lots because they've been ticking out, and I'm happy to let them go. But yeah.
That was
Right,
another nice little earner.
I've got to go.
I like that.
I've got to
You
go
get
to work.
something and you
Oh,
just
that'll
don't know.
work.
And as long as you start taking profit, that's good, isn't it?
Bye-bye, everyone.
See you, Andrew.
See you,
you
mate.
See you later.
Bye.
Moving on.
Dunno, mate.
Yeah, it was a bit of a gamble, that one. The volume of it was too much, to be perfectly honest. But, we'll do well out of it eventually.
You do go a bit mad with these wholesale lots, don't you, Nick?
That's the way to do it.
It was so cheap. I knew I couldn't go wrong. but then the truck arrives and we're like, oh crap!
I saw your face.
Honestly, they just kept coming. The whole lawn was covered in it. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Did,
Crazy, isn't it?
did Andrea slap you one?
She's lived with me for long enough to she's seen it all before. Our daughter doesn't even bat an eyelid. I'm like 900 pairs of shoes on the lawn, Ellen. She's like, okay, yeah, whatever. doesn't care.
Oh dear. All right, guys, I think I'm going to shoot off as well. I've got a couple of bits to do and that. So I will speak to you all again soon.
Yeah, see you, Rich.
See you later. Bye.
See
See
you,
you
mate.
later, Aid.
Dunno, mate.
Bye. Bye, chat. See you everyone in the chat. Bye.
Leave it with you back.
Cool. This is such an interesting live. Look at you all. You're all like not talking.
I've only listed 6 things as well.
Oh my god!
On 4, and then nearly up to 5.
I thought you was the like mega lister, Derek. You know, you was winning the last ones, would you?
I don't think I won the last one. I won the first
The
one.
one before, you was like the dark horse of that round, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think that week I didn't. I managed to do loads of stuff. All the other challenges we've had, I've always had something going on that's distracted me from listing.
Well, the last one, we made the mistake of inviting your brother in. That was the problem there. He's like, oh, I only did $1,000 on Wednesday. Like,
It's a bad week for him, I think.
Thursday I was a bit slow. It was only £800 worth listed. We're like, oh, just go home, Richard.
Doesn't it make you sick?
Less.
Yeah, but all those board games behind me, that's all listed, that stuff. So I'm pleased with that, and we've sold quite a few bits already.
Yeah, I haven't got much this year. I've got the ones just up there, as you can see. They're the only ones I've got this year.
Oh, you've got a Snapdragon.
Yeah.
I've got.
I've had it for ages.
Mine's got hardly any balls in it. Is yours missing all the balls?
No, it's complete.
Mine's got.
Don't say that quick.
I can't even see where mine is. I don't know what we've done with it.
I can't remember how much I've got it on for. Let me have a look. Snapdragon.
I have no idea where mine is. I might have donated it.
I've got it on for 25 quid, which is probably optimistic. But I don't think there was any others on there at the time. It is in really nice condition, but
it's one of those that I think will take a while to sell. Not many people looking for it.
no.
You might as well price high and wait, you know?
Yeah, it is in particularly good condition, I think. I think that's why I put it high. I got it from the same stall that I got the Con game, the one where the
Oh, yeah, I love that.
ball goes down and stuff.
Yeah.
It still ain't gone yet, Nick.
Have
You,
you can't put
you
that on
said-
eBay, can you?
you said you had that one before. You had it before, did you say?
I've never seen it. Is it listed on eBay, that then?
Am I allowed to say?
What?
Whether it's listed or not. It might be. Yeah, it might be. Yeah. I just don't know whether they're listening. They might be listening. No, it is on. Yeah, it is on there. Yeah.
Is it not a bit risky?
I don't know. Have eBay
Other people.
Spot rolls for sale if anyone wants some. I'm going to do the competition.
with that
Somebody,
get off thing, is it? Have eBay themselves said that they don't allow it? Oh, there's loads on there.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, it's about seven or so at the moment. Well, the last one went.
7, yeah.
Somebody sold one. Well, they've all gone in October at the moment. There's 4 that sold. They've all gone in October.
Let's see if I can work out which one's yours. Oh, that's not difficult. AIDS all sorts. Oh, that was too easy.
Mine's one of the best photos. No, yeah. So it looks like people are selling them. Looks like.
Wow, 150. Nice. Oh yeah, nice pictures. I like the way you've done those split images.
Yeah, and I wanted to try and show as much as I can. So sometimes you have to, use a different bit of software to.
Yeah.
What do people use to make the images? You know, so you can get all the images in one.
Images in one.
Oh yeah,
I mean like.
You know, like the first image, I've seen like smaller images, like 3 images of the item in one image.
I would imagine something like this. It's called photo group. Maybe you can see it.
Photo what?
Hang on, where am I going?
I use this.
Oh, he's gone. Photo grid, it was called.
Photo joiner.
It depends on if you want to use the iPhone or computer or whatever. I use a web page called photojoiner.net.
It's not. I don't want to do everyone, but there's just some that I think would boost the sale. You know.
Yeah, I used to do it with video recorders. I used to have a picture of the actual video recorder, then the picture of like a remote control, and a picture of the video recorder with the TV. But I stopped doing that because it looked too crowded. But it depends on what the item is.
I was thinking like shoes. You know, shoes. You get like a side view and sometimes a top view and a bit. You know, do you know what I mean? You know, I think that would look quite cool.
Yeah, I do it with women's dresses. I have a 3, so I have the long dress, and then I have one from like the shoulder angle, and then maybe the label or something. That's the third image.
Mine's just called Photo Grid. Is the one I use.
Oh, Photo Grid. I'll check all these out tomorrow.
It's an app. Mine.
Photo Grid. I think I've had a look at that before.
Far top of me. Just saying this. Top of me. You ever seen this one as well? Got Super Scrabble. Come across that one?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I've
see
got
that?
a different.
You got one?
Yeah. Different.
No, that's pretty. I think that one's possibly worth even more than that one, isn't it?
No, this is the earlier edition with.
Is that the one that's
wooden tiles?
Oh, look at that! That's cool.
It's not the spinning board. That's the deluxe one. You're thinking?
Oh, okay, yeah. Right,
The
yeah.
deluxe you can get like 54 if it's good.
Ooh, 50 quid.
I've
I
seen
like them ones.
They're getting quite rare because I used to see them all the time, but
I think you get more than
Well, the deluxe one, even if it's completely knackered and it's falling apart, buy it for the board. You can sell the spinning board.
Yeah.
The board, I had one that was a bit scratched and there was a little bit missing on it, and I still got 50 quid for it. And it's so well quick.
See, I would say definitely at least. I mean, I'm not saying I won't be going any lower than 80 quid because I mean someone's got 80 quid for that Super Scrabble.
Bloody hell.
What
are the comps on it? Are the comps any good? Or
they're a bit up and down. They're a bit up and down. I would say generally around at least 50.
What, this one or the one in your edition?
That my edition, the one, but I think yours is just
must be older because the Monopoly was like that, wasn't it? That sort of long size.
Does that look? Oh, yours isn't the deluxe one, Nick? No.
No, I thought we were talking about Super Scrabble. No.
Yeah, we are, but there is a Super Scrabble deluxe. I think that was the one I was thinking of.
Oh,
that's
nice.
That's gone for that.
I sold one on Amazon for 60 the other day, which was anniversary edition.
Yeah.
I thought I'd overpaid at the boot sale. I paid £8. No, a yard sale thing. I paid £8, I think it was, and thought, oh, that felt a bit steep. But yeah, it got 6. It might have been 70. I don't know. I'll have a look.
Well, that Getopoly, I think that's the most I've paid up for something. I paid 25 for it.
No, fair play. If you can get 100 plus on it, it's well worth doing.
I'm hoping it goes.
I didn't even know that exists, so thanks for that. I'll look out for them.
If you've done, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to run a search. Did you use Terapeat to see if they're actually selling at that sort of value?
What's still in 2 streams?
Hey, did you ever have a look at Terapeak on Getopoly?
I didn't know.
I'll see if they're actually selling at that, or whether everyone's like just going to sit there and wait for a million years.
What do you mean? The Getopoly?
Yeah.
So someone only sold one about a week ago. If that's what you mean. Oh yeah.
I'm going to do a Terapeak and see what they're going for. Oh, how the hell do you spell it?
Getopoly. GHETT, then properly. Yeah, there's only 4, according to eBay, in the last 3 months that have gone, and
okay, so in the last year, there's loads of results. Okay, so we've got £46, £59, 106. That was back in April. 83, 59, 68, 52, 28, 41, 102. That was October.
that was recent. Yeah, that was recent. Yeah.
31.
Look at that.
So yeah, I mean, see if there's any higher. Lots of people have sold it around the 50 quid mark.
Yeah.
What's,
I mean,
what's the current listed price? What's available?
well, there's always somebody who decides they want to drive the price down. I don't know why they do that. To be fair,
103. Somebody got 103 in May.
Yeah.
So it's possible to get beyond 100, but yeah, you have to sit it out a bit.
There's nothing worse when someone comes on and sort of then, because at the time when I listed it, I think there was only a couple on there, so there's a few more coming the last.
Oh, 100%, 100% complete, new and unopened.
Yeah, there's a couple of new ones.
They sold 6 at £59 each, according to this, new and unopened.
Well, they haven't got them anymore, surely. I mean,
no, they sold 6 at 59, which is ridiculous if it's going used at 100.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, what's yours on it? 100, 150.
150. But I always overprice. So at the moment, the cheapest is 90, just under 90 with postage, just under 90. There's 2 at 90, then it goes up to 105. But that's deep. But those are on auction. So there's 2, 1 at 105, 1 at 106. But that's the auction, and then mine's the next one at 150. Somebody else is 150, and someone's got it at 206.
Have you got GSP on it?
Yeah, I've got it on everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well, let's see what happens.
We'll see. I mean, at the very least, I mean, I'm going to get as long as it sells, I'm going to get my money back. So that's the. What's all that?
I'd pick up them Dulux Monopolies, Scrabbles all day long for 20 quids, all day long, because you're going to flip them at least double, at least instantly. You know, they go so quick. They're so nice. We got a scrap. We actually got one for tenner, and it was such good condition. I wanted to keep it, but when you've got 2 small kids, having anything nice, you're not. You're never going to have anything nice until they leave house.
This one seems to go. This is kind of a nice regular one that seems to go quite well for me all the time. Around about that price as well. Dream phone. It's one of the more modernish ones, but
yeah,
that's mine. So that's mine. That is. That always seems to sell quite regular for me. It's quite nice.
I think we had that for our daughter. I think she had that when she was.
I like
primary school.
I've still got the 90s version. It's like in a bigger box, and it's got the big chunky foam of it.
This Gravitrax. This sells really quick. Have you ever seen that?
Ever seen one of them?
Gravitrax.
Yeah.
Track with an X.
It's a massive. It's huge. It's really heavy. I mean, it weighs nearly 3 kilos. The box. It's got so much stuff in it. it's like got marbles in it and stuff. They sell really quick though. If you can find them, they've got like tons of stuff in it. It'll take you forever to set up. Like little sort of marbles and that. Pretty good. I'd say definitely recommend them up if you see them.
There's something called Marble Realm or something that you put the marble on and you basically set.
Yeah.
I think I've sold a few of them before.
Yeah, they sell quick.
I used to have a marble one where you build up plastic shoots and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Put marbles to it. Yeah, I used to love that.
sold a few of them in the past.
There is I think there's some sort of thing that just fell on the floor. It's like I don't know. It's one of those pet like girly pen things that's got a smell to it, and it's all over my hands now. I've got like fruity like.
Aid, where were you live then? Apparently your live. Oh, he's gone. Apparently he's live somewhere else.
All right, he's probably next to that street. He's probably got one for the one stream with this stream for it.
He's that in demand. He can't stream on one channel. He's got to be on two.
Yeah. Be like that Christmas dinner episode of Vicar Dibley. Probably going into all the different streamers.
Yeah. Well, after all of that research, these Exo Force aren't really up for much, I don't think, unless I've got them in really nice condition complete. I think I'll pair them up.
I've still got the vintage Lego stuff I was talking about, I think, last Christmas. Still got to build it.
Did somebody start with live on 2 streams? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I thought you were live. Somebody was messaging me saying that how are you live in 2 places? I'm like, where are you live?
You're worried now you've got some sort of extra camera.
Oh dear, what am I doing? Can we shed some light on it? No.
Walking around in your pants and you're live streaming to some.
This is his other secret channel he's got going.
This is another decent one to ever come across. That's
Movie maker. Never seen that before.
It's a nice one. That's a decent one. Does that go for the moment? It's not listed. It's part of my collection. I have an habit of wanting to hold on to these things. I don't know why.
So you don't know where you're live then?
I've got no idea. I know that I was in Neil at the channel then. I know he was sort of live around about the same time as Derek, and I was in the chat. I was in the chat, but I wasn't.
Oh,
maybe somebody's watching a previous live stream and thought it was live.
I hope so.
Who was?
I hope that's what it is. Ooh. Oh, somebody got 4th of November. When was that? That was only last week, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was
100. For that.
Oh, I missed it. What was it? What was it?
I was saying that's quite a decent one to look out for as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What
When was
are
the
they going for now?
last week? Well, someone last week got 100.
Wow.
I think they're generally quite high. I can say.
Have you been saving all this stuff up for Christmas, or do you never list anything?
Well, this is usually when I come across really nice, if it's a good game, I always used to kind of hold on to them. That was a really bad habit of mine. I'm slowly starting to list some of them now. Starting to let go.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope to being a hoarder.
It is, yeah. I had a computer. I've still got it. A PS1 game called Cooler
World.
World. I hope that hasn't come down in price now, because I think it was about £100 at the time.
Oh yeah, it's been high for years. Yeah, I mean, it's just a rolling ball game, from what I remember. Like a marble run thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 6th of November, someone got over £100 for it, so hopefully.
It's just amazing. Some, like, I don't know what predicts a game worth more than something else, but I pick up some really vintage, really nice games, and I think, oh, this is brilliant, you know. And you go to see the solds, and they're selling £4, and I think, oh, okay then.
It's usually about supply and demand, so it's numbers. If they were issued in limited numbers, then they're going to be worth more than the average anyway. And then if they're actually a good game that people are sought after, it's a double whammy. That's when prices go really high, when it was limited numbers and people actually want it for their collections because it's any good.
Yeah. Oh, that was it one, Nick.
What?
I mentioned it a while ago, didn't I? Come across this.
Oh yeah. Oh.
What is it? Muhammad Ali in it? No, not Muhammad Ali. Who is it?
Mike Tyson.
Tyson. Yeah.
No, I'll put him in a little bag. He's in a little bag and he's absolutely mint. I mean,
how much is he for sale for?
He's not. He's in my collection at the moment. He's not for sale. No, the only reason. The only reason because.
Hey, you're on here masquerading as a reseller. You're not reselling anything.
It will be. It will be. No, it will be. I got a bit sidetracked. The reason why I put it off was because I didn't know whether to get it graded or not. I didn't know whether there was any.
Question. Is it worth sending to PSA?
What I briefly briefly speaking to Tom the other day about, I don't know what, I think it was about the DVDs, but anyway, I think I quickly got into the subject. And I was going to cheekily sort of message Ben Fitzpatrick, because I know a long time ago when he was doing his videos, he had something, didn't he, that he graded. He used to collect a lot of his toys, and then he graded them. And I just wonder what the process was, how costly it was, and whether it would be worth actually getting that graded, whether it would make any difference.
I fear that that's going to be a flash in the pan thing, and the knowledge is already spreading rapidly. Those cars for money, they're all going to come out of woodwork, and the price will come down.
Yeah.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think
Possibly.
Long term it will only ever go up? I think it's going to be those that really want it will be buying it now and keeping the price up, and then all of a sudden everyone will realise and put them up for sale, and the price will come down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so impossible to predict, but I'd get that on in 5 minutes if I had one.
I need to. Yeah, I do need to sort it.
But that's just me.
But I just didn't. I didn't know if I was missing the trick by not grading it. But it depends on what.
But they're selling right now, and they're not graded. The ones that you see on eBay aren't graded, are they?
No, they're not. They're about £100. I think they £80 to £100.
Someone did.
I just recently looked.
Let me just have a quick look. I'm sure I saw someone that.
But did they get considerably more money?
Bruno one. Oh, like Lucy said, I think it's Bruno, because they was having a chat on Money Mental.
I think Lucas has just sort of said there's a couple of people that James collects, and Vinny.
Vinny is your man on PSA and stuff, Pokemon and all that. He's your man on that one.
See someone here. Oh no, hang on, that's for both.
I think this you're streaming in two places with somebody having a joke that you two look the same. It's been made clear to me now that you're not streaming in two places. They thought you and Bill were the same person.
Go for that. There we go. Bill, there we go.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just passing it on.
Bill, the highlight of your night. There we go. Yeah, someone got 300 by the looks of it. But
For a graded one.
No, all he's put is mint condition. They haven't actually said that it's graded. I'm sure I saw somebody graded it.
Oh my god! If I had a card, honestly, that was worth 300 quid right now, and they're selling, you wouldn't be able to stop me listing it. Cardboard for 300 quid.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, them 20s. Ooh.
The thing is, like you say, there's loads on there now. There will be.
Potentially. I mean, who knows? The wise thing to do may be keep hold of it, but I'm not so sure. There's got to be thousands of those games out there in charity shops, and it's becoming common knowledge that card's in them.
Yeah. I had one as well when I was younger. I got that game. I don't know what's happened to it. I don't know if I've donated it years ago or what, but I haven't got it.
I must have walked past hundreds of them and just ignored them.
They were worthless, weren't they?
Yeah, about 12 years ago, about 2008. I'm sure I tried to list it, but it was quite a heavy game. So it probably, I think it cost more to post it than what it.
Yeah, that's right. That's
It was-
right.
I think I had one at the time, and it wasn't worth.
No.
I did sell it, but I basically didn't make any money on it.
Yeah, there's
If only I knew, I would have kept it. That's where death pile is useful, because things sit on the death pile, and eventually something like this will happen. And you go, oh, I've got one of them somewhere.
take
Yeah, but by the time that comes around, you'd have forgotten you've actually got one.
Or not be able to get in the room or something like that.
You know, the vague memory going, oh, did I have one of them? Maybe, yeah. Where is it? God knows.
Get a photo of him.
Oh, we had the fireworks the other night from Aldi. Absolutely brilliant. You know,
They were good.
yeah, it was a 130 shot out of one box. And if you're like me, I'm not sort of one of those people that go up to each firework and light each one, because it'll probably go off quicker than I can run away. So this one, it's a big old box, and you just light one thing, and all the fireworks come out of it. You get like 2 minutes. Absolutely 40 quid. Absolutely brilliant. 40 quid. Because the kids, I love to take the kids to that because they're only little. We couldn't do it this year, so. And it was Lucy's birthday, so I thought, let's do something. Let's do a treat for them, you know. And it was fantastic for 40 quid. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think they sold out because my neighbour said what a fantastic show it was. So it must have been good, you know. But yeah, definitely recommend Aldi fireworks. We had a big fire. Oh, that was all right then. I've got to do a fire. All the wood and that, all the old wood from this shed. I've got loads of plywood and everything to burn.
Offcuts and stuff.
Yeah, offcuts and bits of ply where, because I wanted to secure the back bit. It's got tons of screws all in it, and I can't be bothered to sort of unscrew it all. So
Right.
that will go on the fire.
Yeah.
It goes up quick when you have a big bonfire. Honestly, it goes like a good one.
Yeah, I've had a few fires myself in my time.
Yeah. Do you know fire doors? You know, you think a fire door. I burnt a fire door, and there's nothing in it apart from wood shavings. It's just crap. It burned. I put it on the fire, and it burnt within 20 minutes, just right the way through. It burned to smithereens.
You should have taken the ashes back to a hardware store and gone,
Yes.
I've got a complaint.
You got it from then you probably could get away.
Yeah, but it's Amazon. Just send it back in the bag, ashes. Doesn't work. It's faulty. Yeah.
Oh. I don't do too many fires because I'm not like one of these. I used to live next to a neighbour. We called him the bonfire man. He was a nutter with making bonfires, and he used to burn wet leaves and stuff that would make billowing smoke into my garden. I hate that. So I'm kind of respectable neighbour. I tell everyone I'm going to do it. I do it at 6:30 and all that, you know. And I do it on a dull day. I don't do it on a nice summer night, you know.
Wait until the neighbours have got their washing out and then.
Oh no, we hate that.
Yeah.
It pisses you off. Real annoying. Yeah. My kids have got well, Lucy's got asthma. My kids will probably have asthma in the future, and it's no good for them, that smoke in the daytime when you got your windows open. It's no good.
No.
Yeah, funky. Just put it in a big pile. Loads of a newspaper under it. Go up, no problems. Shed.
Shit's next to you. Maybe make it aware. Everybody counts bills.
I think we've got 645 at the minute, but we have sold quite a few bits lately. So that was at 700 and something.
Yeah, I think I can't remember how many listings I've got. Have a look. I think it's like 1,200 or something.
This is why we've got to cross-check it, because before we was hacked, I think we had 900. And you know, eBay has got a thing about losing listings. Like I don't know what it is. I think we was talking about it earlier, but
they drop off.
They drop off, and you just don't. You can't tell if it's on or not.
No.
We once a year, we tend to do it at New Year's. We go through all of our stock and do an inventory check, and there's always a stack of stuff that's just sat on the shelf and not been listed for you don't know how long. It's just random. So we do that once a year. It takes a whole day generally, and we don't have a lot of stuff listed. We tend to have quite a quick turnover. It's so time consuming.
Yeah,
everything, you know, but you have to do it.
I think I need to do that with some of my older stuff.
Yeah.
And also check that the stuff I have got listed that's old is still in the same place where I said it was. Because sometimes, and because it's old, it's probably been reduced to such a low price just to basically, you know, get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it sells, and it's not in the drawer or the shelf or wherever it's supposed to be. And then obviously you've got a problem.
Don't you hate when eBay doesn't let you double list, but for some reason we seem to double list and eBay lets it happen? I don't know why that is, but
you can do it as long as the title's slightly different. Then it will allow it.
Yeah, but maybe it's because all it is because me and Lucy list things, and sometimes it crosses over what she's going to list and I'm going to list. So,
right.
And because we've got so much to list, you can't always, because it goes off the page basically. So you can't always tell if it's double listed, and it's always sod's law that thing. So two people buy that same thing on the same weekend. You know it.
I have the same problem with if I cross list to Etsy, because something will sell on Etsy and I've got to quickly end it on eBay before it has a chance to sell on both. And it is the sod's law that, you know, it's something that's been up there for ages suddenly sells on both. I think
I've had that loads of times.
Well, I think what happens is people are watching it on one of them, or both of them, sorry. They see it on both, so they watch it on both. one sells on Etsy, and I thought, oh, I better buy the one on eBay before that one goes.
Yeah.
I realised that it's the same thing, you know. So you got to be really quick. You know, you're talking like.
I had that on Amazon and eBay, and it's the same customer.
Yeah,
Exactly the same customer.
They're
On
going
eBay and Amazon.
to get two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Tracy said she had over 30 unlisted last year.
Yeah, that's what it.
Yeah.
How many have you got? How many listings is that? Because I'd like to know what the percentage that is. How many have you got listed? You know, compared to the unlisted, and that'll be your percentage that eBay's knocked off.
Yeah. I find I always have problems if somebody's return an item, if they cancel it, say it's sold, then they cancel it. I tend to have problems with that because I sell similar a lot. So when I sell similar, sometimes it can add a quantity of two when I've only actually got one of them because I've had to up the stock number, and that can cause problems unless you've got to really be on it all the time, haven't you? Looking at all these little fine details when you
have to be on it. You have to be on the ball. I can't always be on the ball. So 600. So what's 30? And what percentage is that? Oh my mind.
5.
5%.
Well, 60 would be 10%.
Oh yeah, so 5% of. So that's still quite a lot, isn't it?
I was going to say, I think roughly when we've done it, it's anywhere between 1 and 5%. We would find of our stock that either is on the shelf and you think it's listed and it doesn't exist, or it's listed and it's not even on the shelf. Yeah.
I think you're right, Derek. You know, when someone cancels something, or you have to refund someone, it says relist. Sometimes it doesn't relist.
Right. Yeah.
So it's worth checking. Or just opening it up and relisting it again manually yourself. I'd recommend. Don't let eBay automatically do it.
I have the same problem when something sells on another platform and I end the listing on eBay. If you're not careful, you can accidentally relist it again, and then it ends up for sale, but you haven't even got it anymore because you've sold it elsewhere. So you got to be so careful.
You have to be on the ball.
That's why I like to just really keep with Etsy, Facebook, and eBay, because too many. If I had Amazon and what's the other was Sprock and all this stuff, I had all of that going on. Gumtree, obviously too many. So yeah, I think I just keep with. I mean, Facebook doesn't really matter because if you forget to take it off Facebook, it doesn't matter. I hardly ever take it off Facebook. You know, if somebody messages me asking if something's available and I notice I've sold it on eBay, I just say no, sorry, it's sold, and then take it off. You know, it doesn't matter, does it? But you know, obviously, if you've got it on eBay, you end up bad feedback and stuff. If you know,
Tommy just said a couple of pickers did a video on how to use eBay's inventory manager to see when they drop off without manually counting inventory. Very good. All right.
All right, I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, we'll have to try and find that one. That'd be a good one to have a look at.
Yeah.
You all right, John Luke?
Yeah, we're still here. I don't know how long we've been live. It's
2 hours and 43 minutes.
okay. That's pretty good.
Oh, what's Nick? Have you worked those out now, Nick?
Yeah, I'm using someone else's picture of a complete one to work out what I'm missing or how this is meant to go together.
And what was it again?
They are Exoforce. One is set 7702 and 7700.
Can you not use Bricklink, Nick?
Not worth it. They're only worth 12 quid. I'm probably going to list them for. I'll just sell them as is. I'm just trying to make it. I've got random bits and I don't know where they go, so I'm using someone else's pictures to try and work it out.
Oh,
Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, so we've got to do an inventory check soon. I can't wait. We just can't find anything in a minute because we've just chucked it in from our bedroom and that, and the all round the house. It's just it's a nightmare trying to find anything when it wants to ship.
It sells, yeah.
That's why like when you see Laney shed flips, and he just goes to the shelf and it's on the shelf and he gets it out, and you think I could never do that. I'll be there half an hour trying to find it.
Mine's pretty organised, but there's the odd thing that goes astray, and it's always the stuff that, as I said before, it's always the stuff that's been on sale for so long, then it probably has been moved, or took it out of the shelf to get to something else and then put it back on a different shelf, and it's gradually just worked its way around to the point where I can no longer find it.
Because you use your memory to realise where that item is, and because we've moved businesses basically, really, we've moved in the house into the shed. Everything's been chucked into all different places, and just my head's all over the place trying to find things. You think it's in one box and it's not; it's in another box.
Right, yeah, probably just have to go through and.
I think it's just one of those sodded bloody things that it's just one of those things I've got to do. Get it done.
Yeah. See if you can see my box I've got here. I've got WD 1, 2, 3, 4. That used to be shelving. WD 1 was a shelf, then WD 2, and when I rearranged my office, it all ended up in the one box. So I just ended up calling the box WD 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you keep on shelf WD 40? All of your lubricants.
Yeah, all my lubricant sprays. I've actually got a load of go-kart oils. Talking about WD-40, got loads of it. Got about 3 big crates of it. It's all brand new. I've got to sort through it. But it's all old stock, so it's got all that grime all over the bottles. So I've got to sort of clean all this grime off.
Oh,
I've sold a few of it. It does actually sell quite well. I get like 30 quid for one bottle of it. But
We had from that big garage auction that we cleared, the Hyundai stuff, we had loads and loads of consumables, and I thought it would be really slow and wouldn't have much value, and it flew out like oils and lubricants and very specific stuff for different parts of the car and that, and it just flew out every day.
Yeah, this stuff seems to be quite specialised in certain type of go-kart engines and all this sort of stuff. So I do.
Got a Mercedes grill. Was it you that got that?
I haven't sold a Mercedes grill, no. I've got a Mercedes.
I was watching a resell and I can't think who it was. I was watching,
No.
I watched so many resell videos. I watched nearly everyone.
I'm going to be going into the car parts business soon because I've I had two old Mercedes, and I'm actually going to be breaking one for parts when the weather comes. So I'm going to basically strip it for parts and sell it all. So it's worth so much more in parts than it is.
Do you not have to have a breaker's license for that, or is that a technicality?
I think it's a bit of a technicality if it's just like a one-off, because you can scrap the car afterwards. You see, so
you're just going to take valuable bits off and then
the actual carcass. I did it once before.
So I guess the technicality is that scrapping it and taking it off the register is a different thing. That's got to be done.
Yeah, I can't do that. Mine's basically declared off the road at the moment, so it's sawn.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll strip it for all the parts, and then I'll get a scrap man to collect the bare shell, basically. I don't know how serious I'm going to do it. I might just do like the easy stuff, lights and sync.
It takes a while to get things off of cars.
Yeah.
Because you have to unbolt one thing to get to another thing.
Oh, for sure. years ago, it was a crappy car. It was a Daihatsu Charade, and I had a Prang, and I thought, well, I'm going to. It's not worth going through the insurance for a front fender of this crappy car. So I went and picked a second-hand one up, and just to change the front quarter fender, I had to take all of the headlights out. I had to take this off, that off to get, and it was just a complete nightmare just to change one piece of bodywork. Yeah. Oh, sod it.
My main concern is doing it is, you get people advertising it on eBay. They basically just list one thing. They say they're breaking the car, and then you can request the bit you want. If I do that, then if somebody asks for something complicated and I've got a dispatch time of like 2 days, I've got to remove it within those 2 days and ship it.
Yeah.
And I'm relying on weather and all of that. So I'm going to have a very long dispatch time if I do it like that. But I probably will just take the stuff off beforehand.
Yeah. I think that way is much better, because also if you have a listing, how are you going to list everything that you've got for sale? People aren't going to find it very easily. If you're listing a
well, I think you've just got to say that you're breaking the car and selling the part.
But you can list the photo of the car and say breaking XY and request a part, and I'll give you a price.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. But then, of course, I suppose that if you've negotiated the deal through that listing, you can create a new buy it now for the part, and you can set a time, can't you? You can say it's going to take me a week to get this thing off the car, so I've got a long dispatch time, because I'll be doing it on the driveway. So if it's raining or whatever, then I don't want to be out underneath a scrap car pulling off some bit, in the pouring down rain or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that probably the springtime next year. I worked it out. The car's probably worth about $1,000, basically as is, with no MOT. As like spares and repairs. It's probably worth about 4 or 5 grand in bits. So it's well worth me doing it.
Oh, sorry. We're getting all the Americans coming on and chatting now. We're getting the UK's knocking off and the Americans coming on. We have the Australians on in a minute.
I think I'll be knocking off myself soon, because I'm getting pretty tired.
Yeah.
I just want to get some of this stuff listed, because I'm going to be going to the auctions again on Wednesday, get another load of stuff. So,
That's too right. It's open and selling. You might as well.
Well, that's it. I just don't know what's going to happen, so I'd rather get it, because I'll list it eventually. Well, possibly we'll list it eventually. If it doesn't end the
you got some nice bits from there.
Yeah, I always get some pretty good things. That just goes way too high, though, and you've got to be conscious that things are going to be broken. I mean, there was a Sinclair Spectrum there. It came with a load of games. I think there was 3 Spectrums in the box, and working. I think they were selling for about £100. These Spectrums. I think it went for about £150 or something for all of it. And if they were completely knackered, the Spectrums, then you've basically lost all your money. So the games generally aren't worth a lot.
No, they're not.
So what was that, like the 128K or?
Yeah, it was a Spectrum plus 3 there.
The CD.
The floppy disk, yeah.
Yeah, floppy disk. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and there was a rubber keyed Spectrum there as well. And I can't remember what the other one was. I think there was one there with like keys missing and stuff.
Floppy disks are quite.
Yeah,
I think that's still that's still at the moment my biggest sale, that is, and that was about 2 years ago now, I think.
Yeah, they do well. I mean, they're completely knackered. I mean, I've had stuff before and it's been completely broken. You know, it needs to be cheap if you know. I think my maximum bid was about £100 for all this stuff. But yeah, it just went too high, really. Good buy if somebody wants it for themselves and it works. Though. But,
Yeah.
I don't want to be investing £150 and making £200 on a sale. It's just not worth it.
No. I was going to say that.
Hold your money up. It's not worth it.
I'd like to buy because there's always other stuff to buy, you know.
Yeah.
There's things like hi-fi separate. Some of that goes way too high as well, and there's often a lot of problems. You know, you get like an amplifier and it doesn't work on one of the output. You know, it might appear to work, but you can't sell it as fully working.
Yeah.
You know, and as soon as you've got something with issues, then it, you know, the price just, you know, comes right down, doesn't it? So,
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just laughing at that comment. Nick's a night owl. When someone mentions a big orange thing in the sky, he thinks it's Trump plimp.
I have seen the sun. What people like. I do see the sun occasionally. I just found a Lego figure that it's a Ferrari, but it's actually labelled as Kimi Räikkönen. I've never seen that. Minus the head. It's had
Monster head.
a bit of an accident.
Blimey.
I've managed to find a few Star Wars.
Who is the better reseller, me or Richard? Well, you did win the last challenge, so.
I think it's neck and neck, isn't it?
I think it's who's got the most stock left. Did you say yours is still? Have you still got a big backlog, Derek, or not?
Me? Yeah, I've got.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, the stock's in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Around the place, but I've basically got 2 rooms full of unlisted stock.
Oh wow!
If you one room is completely full, and then I've got another room that is sort of half full, and then I've got some down like a corridor bit. I've got various, and even in my listed storage, there's a lot of unlisted stuff.
Yeah,
sort of dumped in there that I need to sort through. Yeah.
You sort of procrastinate, didn't you, with unlisted stuff? You go past it 100 times, but you think, I must list that, I must list it.
Yeah. Well, you buy it from the car boot sale, it's all nice and fresh, and then you get something new the next week, and you don't care about the other thing that you got. It's weird, you just fall out of love with the stuff.
I'm terrible with Hoovers. I've now got 2 Dysons and I think it's a really nice Shark, is it? You see loads and loads of money in them. I can't be bothered to test it.
No, I've got 2 Dysons
Just
and
plug it in.
but I usually strip them for the parts, the Dysons, because I think you do more.
They're worth some money.
Josh.
Hoover, I think the Henry Hoover's knackered.
Josh, if you are watching, is that Atlantis, Josh? The ones with the weird fish faces. I can't remember if the set was Atlantis or not, or whether they're worth bothering with. So I'm hoping he's still watching. He's going to message me back.
That's the thing with the lives. I'd like to see all the people that are in the live, you know, so you could sort of see who's dropped off or who's in there. That'd be such a nice feature.
Oh yeah, one of the people who have left but were sort of still there. Yeah.
He's not replying. I think he's gone again.
Oh no, he's in there.
There we go. You just said send them all to me. Not worth anything.
Well, I've managed to pull out. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Let's go with this one.
I found about 30 figures, Josh. Oh, another one. Another one.
Another one place to dance.
He looks a bit fake. It's worth about £2 on its own. Well, that'll be bundled then. Thanks, Josh.
Get it. Get it there.
Nick, you know 3M sent you that bubble wrappy stuff?
What?
You know Scotch or 3M sent you that bubble wrappy blue stuff?
Yeah.
Did they give you a bug to promote it?
It was paid promotion. Yeah, they paid us to make a video.
Oh, that was good then, wasn't it? I just wondered. Honestly, I just intrigued. That was all.
That's why we put ad in the title. You have to declare when it's paid promotion.
Oh, all right. That's all right then.
The trouble with that stuff is it's too expensive for what you get.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that. I thought
The
the one off.
marketing it to the wrong people. Resellers are all about the bottom line. I think I was happy to, review it for them, but I didn't want to say, I don't think resellers are going to invest in this unless they bring the price right down. It worked really well, but I'm not going to spend what it was for it.
It's the sort of thing you buy in like post office to send a one-off gift, isn't it, to your auntie or something?
Yeah, or if you send out gifts to your nieces and birthday presents and nephews and that, you just have it in your cupboard for that few times a year when you need it. I think it'd be ideal for that, but yeah, way too pricey.
Yeah.
But
That's good. That's where you make your money, really, on trying to save on all this sort of extra stuff in the business, isn't it? Packaging and fees and stuff. Wherever you can cut it down.
Well, now I've got this shed. I haven't got like major room, but I bought 6 rolls of bubble wrap. I've got a major discount on it just because I bought 6 rolls of bubble wrap.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I bought a pallet load last time I got it. That's in my shed.
Worth it.
Yeah, you get it so much cheaper.
I use it all the time for stuff, so it's worth stocking it.
Yeah. I bought a load of parcel tape. Got to be about a year and a half ago now, and I've still got about 400 rolls of it left. But it was so cheap. It's like it worked out about 5p a roll or something like that at the time.
Oh, bloody
I
hell.
had to buy, a load of it. I could have bought more.
do you want to offload some to resellers? I mean, I'd have some. Is it
I should have bought more, but Richard had a load as well. But what we were worried about is that it would lose its stickiness. So if we had it for like 5 years or something, it would start to degrade. It's still fine 2.5 years later so far, but
Right.
Right, I think I might head off.
I'll get a bit tired as well. Getting that time of night. Still got to do some bits.
Right, Tracy. Tracy, come.
Yeah.
Tracy. See you later. Thanks for coming along. Right. Yeah, I might head off
Thanks
myself.
for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Derek.
Thanks for coming on. I might
And Bill, please have a glance at your discs before you list them, just for me. Please. I won't sleep tonight if I think you're listing discs without looking at them.
I'll look at them all for you, Nick.
Thank you.
I'll give him a kiss of good luck. Mwah!
Yeah. No, don't do that. You'll get marks on it. No, that's even worse.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on, and I'll see you all soon.
You might have me in the chat again. I'm only joking. No, thanks very much, mate. I appreciate it. See you later, guys.